I mean, the first two that come to mind is Pebble
Pebble's a good one. How about
and
favorite? Okay, either way, just keep going. Pebble, Augusta doesn't count. It's a private club.
Sawgrass,
So
TPC Sawgrass.
TPC Sawgrass, right? I think that's the one that Pebble's not a bad one. It's probably top five. I don't know if you poll the players if it would match up exactly. Um, and look, the stadium course is an unbelievable track.
Yep.
It is built to perfection for the best golfers in the world. It gives us an awesome test year after year. And part of why the players is because what an awesome golf course we have right here in our backyard. But you might be surprised to learn that if the stadium course isn't number one, and it might be number two to where they're playing this week. Riviera Country Club in LA.
Riviera.
It is a fantastic golf course. It's got the perfect mix of old school and legacy and layout. And if you polled the tour pros, I bet you the winner would be Riviera Country Club, where they play this week on tour. So just a little side note to get you ready for Brunch with the Tour coming up a little bit later this morning.
I like that.
Yeah, E.T., Stewie, and I, it feels like last week was kind of a win. Hicken used his Scheffler card, and it didn't pay. It wasn't. It didn't tank, but it didn't pay off like you need when you can only play it one time.
Correct.
So his trump card is put to bed for the year. We'll continue with Brunch with the Tour when Stuart Moore from the PGA Tour joins us a little bit later here on a Tuesday. All right, college basketball is getting to that so important time. Man, if you're a college basketball fan, ooh, this is Shangri-La, baby. Every night you got a top matchup with, top 10 teams, sometimes top 5 teams. We had one of those last night, and man, the Big 12 is starting to give me SEC vibes from a year ago. Houston and Iowa State, two of the best teams in the league. They don't have that third or fourth power team, number one seed level team like the SEC had last year with Auburn, Tennessee, Alabama, and Florida. 3 of them ended up being ones. The other was a 2, and it was a loaded conference for sure. So they're not quite that top heavy. But we had another classic in the Big 12 last night. Iowa State at home trailed Houston by 10. Pretty deep into the second half. They made a late game run, and they overtook Houston. It's a league who has number 2 Houston, number 4 Arizona, number 6 Iowa State, number 8 Kansas. So there's 4 of the top 8 in the newest rankings. And then you got Texas Tech and BYU are both right there as top 25 teams all year. And shoot, Texas Tech just won at Arizona. They have a very high ceiling still. So you may have 4 or 5 teams from the Big 12 that are legitimate Final Four contenders. And last night it was Iowa State at home. They have an unbelievable record. Iowa State is like, their record against top 2 teams and top 5 teams at home is better than anybody in the country, which I wouldn't have realized if I wasn't reminded. Watching a great basketball game last night. Iowa State comes back. They beat Houston. Meanwhile, Big Ten tonight, Michigan, Purdue, 1v7. So it's like, almost every night you're going to have some sort of matchup that has big implications. And look, it's important, this shuffling for seeding heading into March Madness. You want to go as high as you can go. Meanwhile, Florida riding high. They're into the top 12 in the polls, and they are into the top 10 in the analytics rankings. And they host South Carolina tonight. Gators a 23.5-point favorite. 23.5, man. Florida's rolling 10-2 in the league, 19-6 overall. That's a 7:00 game. You can hear it here on 1010XL. Your home for the Florida Gators. NBA got one. Did you see this headline? You ready for this one, E.T.?
Hit me.
NBA All-Star ratings with the new format. Up or down?
Up.
Up 87% from a year ago. Contemplate that. It's almost double the audience. Up 87%. averaged almost 9 million, peaked at 10 million. It was the biggest TV rating for the All-Star game since 2011. So the format change, you could have looked at it skeptically. It didn't hit the same with everyone. I liked the idea going in. Watching the All-Star game the other night, I liked it even more. And the reality is this. When you give these dudes, the best players in the world, a 12-minute window like they're playing a pickup game in the summer, they played a lot harder. It mattered a lot more. It fell flat with the championship game. It's too bad that wasn't a close game because all of the round-robin games were really tight. It came down to final shots, all 3 games. And then the finale kind of, the young guys got the old heads as they seem to enjoy calling themselves. And the NBA All-Star game goes to they were the Stars? Yeah, to the Stars.
Yeah.
The other team, the older team, was the Stripes. Then there was the World team. They split them up into 8s, played round robin. It moved quick. You saw them play with some competitiveness, and it paid off on the TV sets. And look, this is with us complaining a little bit about the how to find it, when exactly it was, and all that stuff. Now, I am going to say this. When we double back next year and take a peek at the ratings, you're throwing it right in the middle of all that Olympic coverage, man. I don't wonder how many TVs have been tuned into the Olympics, and I don't know what the Olympic ratings are doing. You know what? We have the technology. Yeah, they're watching. What do you think the average? All right, so anyway, NBA All-Star Game peaks at almost 10 million. It's up 87%. We'll see how much of it is there's an Olympic effect there because you're right in the same broadcast window on the same, stations as Olympics on both sides of you. So far, this flies contrary to what the feeling is here. Haven't we all kind of said that it's not registering with us this year, the Winter Olympics? E, have you heard that?
No, I feel it.
Yeah, not just us, other people I'm talking about, and people saying, yeah, I heard y'all talking about the Winter Olympics. Kind of like that for me this year as well. Well, so much for us as the barometer. What do you think the average through week 1 of the Winter Olympics were?
I wouldn't even know where to start.
25.7 million.
It sounds like a lot.
By the way, record-setting viewership. Record-setting viewership for the Winter Olympics. Listen, in fairness, part of this is where we live. If you live where the winter sports are common and popular, the Winter Olympics are fantastic. So, if you live in Milwaukee or Pittsburgh or Detroit or, Boston or anywhere up north where you play winter sports a lot more, you ski, you do a lot of these things, even stuff like cross-country skiing, which we would never do. Up there's a lot of folks do it by necessity at times. So it must really be registering north of the Duval County line. Because, man, I have never felt it feel so unimpactful almost when it just comes to locally. Really, the story yesterday was, is this the Olympics or the Senior Olympics? Got a couple of good stories here. One, there's this USA athlete, Alana Myers-Taylor, 41 years old, U.S. bobsledder, mom of 2. She's had her career jeopardized by concussions. She's dealt with doubt, and now she's a gold medalist. She won the gold medal in the monobob, whatever that is. I guess that's that one-man bobsled, maybe? I don't know. It's her 6th career medal. It's her first Olympic gold. She said, quote, "I thought it was impossible." No, it wasn't. Not to be outdone. There was another woman from like Denmark who became the oldest medalist ever in any event. She was like 43. So that was part of yesterday's storyline. Man, the mock drafts would be a lot more fun if the Jags had a first rounder. And we got kind of into that topic yesterday. Bill Barnwell made a suggestion about some trades that might go down this offseason, and it included one of ours, and at least in his proposal, it would bring a first rounder here. I'll tell you all the details on that. We do have more Jaguars news and notes as we move through here. It never sleeps, that's for sure. Gators head coach Jon Sumrall gave us a glimpse into what he's feeling, the vibe at his program. He's been there now long enough to really start to draw some early conclusions. And he was on with a old, Southeastern sports standby, Chuck Oliver, in the Chuck Oliver Show. And Sumrall had some interesting comments about the state of his Gators. And I'm going to let you hear three of those when we come back on the other side as well. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. You are listening to The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
3, 2, 4, 6, 8.
Yeah! 1010XL. Duval Sports Radio.
Nice job.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Winter is in full swing, and Aleve is here to keep you moving. When the cold weather sets in, everyday aches and pains can linger, but Aleve's got your back. With up to 12 hours of body pain relief per dose, Aleve keeps you going with long-lasting body pain relief to get you through whatever the season brings. Chilly days or cozy nights, Aleve gives you that long-lasting body pain relief you can count on this winter. Try Aleve. Use as directed for minor aches and pains.
XL Prime Time is back where they belong.
Wait a minute, I know where that is.
Lunch is on Joe C., Matt Hayes, and Leon.
You could lay a little barbecue on us.
From the big #1 Duval Ford Studios.
But somebody else is going to have to cook it.
Noon to 2 weekdays on 1010XL.
Be the first to discover the best new home community in beautiful Green Cove Springs. Highland Trail, where the rhythm of life slows down. Enjoy green spaces, luxury pools, pickleball courts, winding trails, and more at livehighlandtrail.com. Choose from 3 premium builders, just starting in the 300s.
Oh, at Highland Trail.
Greenlaw Group is for the insured. If you think you have roof damage, call 904-302-7055 today, and they will schedule you a free roof inspection. Trust their law firm to help you fight your insurance when you need it. These storms can cause damage you may not even see yet. Call Greenlaw Group 302-7055. There's no cost to retain their law firm and no cost to have your roof inspected. They only get paid if you win. Greenlaw Group, for the insured.
For 25 years, Instant Keys has been the go-to locksmith service for car keys, transponders, and even high-tech smart locks. For honest, professional locksmith service,
Instant Keys comes to you.
Hi, I'm Janice. I'm a coach at Awaken 180 Weight Loss. When a client reaches the goal that they've set, they are so proud of themselves. They are so thrilled with how they look and how they feel. They are ready to take on the next thing. And that's one thing about weight loss. It's so much more than a number on a scale. It's about self-respect. It's a momentum thing. Now that I've lost 50 pounds, wow, there's no reason why I can't do this next thing that initially seemed so daunting, but now I know I can do it. The celebration is not just how much better you look and feel, but how much more self-respect you have. We get on a track of success at Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Losing weight with Awaken 180 isn't about the number on the scale. It's about how that number spearheads endless success. Bring your goals to Awaken 180, then celebrate when you check off each and every one of them. Call 844-346-1800 or online at awaken180weightloss.com.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey ham, melted cheddar and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Golf for a great cause. It's the UNF4 Scholarship Golf Classic, Friday, March 27th at Queens Harbor. Support the Swoop Impact Fund with a sponsorship or foursome. Contact jc.wegner@unf.edu.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
All right, we're back here on the drill. We've been told by management I had to reshuffle my seating position here in studio. I'm going to be awful. You're going to be awful close to Hicken here every morning. I don't know how this is going to go. He's going to refuse to do this. You understand? I wonder if his there will meet their standards.
Right.
If he can move over one.
I got to get used to it, too.
Yeah. Telling you, man. So yesterday we're talking, Bill Barnwell does a column on ESPN. And you want to talk about, there's going in depth, and then there's going like Bill Barnwell deep. You're going to read one of his columns, give yourself about half hour, 45 minutes to parse through all the information as good as it is. But he suggested a trade involving the Jaguars and the Buffalo Bills. It would send Brian Thomas Jr. to Buffalo for the Bills' first-round pick. What did we say that was, E26, I believe?
Yeah,
There's some other parameters. They may have flip-flopped a middle-round pick as well along with the deal, but I'm just wondering how that hits with Jaguar fan. Look, I led the brigade of frustration with the Bobbler. It was maddening, especially early in the year where you're trying to get the offense going, and it, you know, he was a one-man momentum stopper there for much of the first quarter of the season. I don't mean to be too harsh, but it's true. Just a ton of leading the league in drops and just can't find himself. He's avoiding contact. There's a lot going on. Football's a fickle game that way, man. You get your bell rung wrong. You got other things going on in your life, and you can have a down year. But he's awful young to completely give up on, and I'm unsure whether the 26th pick in the first round is a deal that I would do.
Dan says that we both jumped on it last time.
I don't remember doing that.
I don't think that was it. But if that is the case, as the one Jeffrey Prosser once said, I reserve the right to change my mind.
Absolutely. You should. You're going to. And I even said that yesterday. He said, well, a couple of weeks ago, you guys.
That's the case, then I'll take it back.
Would not have. Yeah. Well, it's been more kind of established and universally believed that Travis Hunter is going to be a cornerback. And in order for Travis Hunter to be the best cornerback he can be, opening a big hole at receiver is not the way to do it, if you ask me.
Correct.
You can say or think what you want about Brian Thomas Jr.'s 2025 season. If he leaves the roster, he leaves a big hole.
Huge.
And everything that the tea leaves I've read coming from the mouthpieces of the organization and all we've had so far this offseason was that press conference they gave right after the year ended. It didn't sound at all like they're wavering on Brian Thomas Jr. So I think I'd rather go into next year with one of the areas that I've got some continuity. I won't have it everywhere. I'm going to have a couple of different offensive linemen again, I believe. I do, at least in the starting lineup. I'm going to have a lot of change on the defense. I may have a new running back, but my passing game's intact here, man. I got Trevor Lawrence, I got Brenton Strange, and I got three receivers, all who have proven to be more than capable in their spurts during their NFL careers, some younger than older. So Thomas, Washington, and Jacoby Myers to continue to surge that momentum we saw in the second half. Not sure I'm willing to risk it by giving it up, even for a first-rounder, albeit the 26th pick. You're basically what you're doing to get back in rotation is throwing Brian Thomas Jr. into the trade you made for Travis Hunter. Right? You'd be getting back a pick that you gave up that's just a couple of picks earlier. So, and look, if you are not in that camp, I get it. First-round picks are valuable. And if there's some all-pro of any position that ends up being the 26th pick in the draft this year, well, it's just going to mean that Brian Thomas Jr. needs to bounce back that much more. But give us an offseason here. You know, who knows where we are in the playbook, player to player to player. Some guys digested and are right on point quicker and more often than others. And I'm not saying that's what it is. But if you analyze the totality of the Jaguars' passing attack this year, I can also remember games where Trevor Lawrence and Brian Thomas Jr. were not on the same page. Trevor's throwing long, BTJ's stopping short. Trevor's throwing out, BTJ's breaking in. It happened more than once a year ago. So there's some of that going on as well. And yeah, I'll stick where I am. I'll take my first swing on draft night at 58 and then use 3 third-round picks to make this football team better. And, you know, again, to circle back to a point, almost an epiphany to put it in these sorts of terms. But if we could all go back to the Buffalo Bills game with a healthy Travis Hunter, which we'll have next year, I think we would all agree the plan would have been to put Travis Hunter at corner, at lockdown corner, because the passing game is motoring right along with Messrs. Washington, Thomas, and Myers over the last 6 weeks of the season. So that's what we would have done. So why would we not do that with championship aspirations to start this upcoming season? So there is that. I got more NFL news. I saw a couple of columns, again, really into the analytics. And these two topics kind of merge a little bit. And we'll circle back to it next segment. I want to get to some of what Gator head coach John Sumrall had to say yesterday here right now. But just to give you a little idea, by the metrics, the ratings, the production, quarterback play was really bad in the postseason this year. If you look at all of the numbers, if you factor it all in, not just the last two standing, but the whole road there, the numbers are not good. Now, look, no Patrick Mahomes. No Joe Burrow, no Lamar Jackson. You know, these are quarterbacks that we're used to seeing perform in the postseason. But there is that in addition to, man, the Raiders don't have a choice but to take Fernando Mendoza. But there are some analytics that are just screaming that Mendoza is not a franchise savior. And I'll tell you what those are and how, I mean, they align with the guy in a normal year might be a 3rd or 4th round pick. A certain particular, I don't know if it's a weakness or attribute that Mendoza does or does not have. So what an important position. And you just stay in purgatory if it doesn't hit. You're the Raiders. You decide that it is Fernando Mendoza. All right, let me get a little bit of John Sumrall in for you. He's obviously the Gators' new head coach. He's starting a new program for the 3rd time already. Look, he came in, and yeah, don't they all? But a firm message with a different mentality and personality than his sleepy predecessor. Here he is on what he's told his players the expectations are.
I came here to win a championship. I didn't come here to be average. All right. And here's what that looks like. Here's what the standards are going to be. And very clearly tell them, if you're tough and you love football and you want to get coached and you want to get developed, you're going to love being around me every day. If you're somebody that doesn't love football and you're not really tough and you may not want to be challenged daily, then you're probably going to hate me. Like, you're not going to like being around me every day, because I want our guys. The only way I know you grow is by pushing yourself to places that make you a little bit uncomfortable at times. And so I think by being very transparent, it helps maybe cast a vision for what guys are going to fit.
More from John Sumrall. He's been there long enough. It was pretty obvious who they targeted as the production leaders. They kept a good 5 or 6 guys that they identified as top priority, a couple of receivers, Jaden Ball, Jaden Woods, other defenders, right? So he's told us a little bit, they did, in the way they allocated their resources and their intent on making sure that they kept those guys. But now you've been there for, almost a couple of months. Who are emerging as the leaders on your first John Sumrall football team?
Jaden Woods, our freshman edge rusher from last year, he'll be a true sophomore. Jaden's been a really elite worker in the offseason program to this point. Vernell Brown III, man, VB3 has been freaking big time. He's a talented guy, but he's also a really driven guy. Jaden Ball is a name that a lot of people know, Miles Graham. Those guys have really probably set the standard in regards to the returners. And then there's some guys that are new that have just gotten here that are in the transfer market, or maybe even a couple of freshmen who I think are really blending maybe this team together from a leadership standpoint. But those are the four guys as returners that say, man, you sort of feel them right now. And there's a good number of other guys that are returners I think are elevating as leaders, but those top four guys are really setting the standard every day.
Well, what do you know? It happens to match up with the four of those guys that I was referencing before we heard from John Summerall. The interesting thing there, and I think it can be a real positive. It's always great when your hardest workers and your best leaders are also your most talented players. That's a big advantage. It doesn't always sync up that way. And there's some really talented players, great players who are hard workers or good work. But when like your best, most talented players are also the ones that are working the hardest and pushing the most, I think there's a little add-on advantage there. All right, so you need a quarterback, and you got the number one pick, and Fernando Mendoza is a Heisman-winning national champion guy, and it seems like consensus that's where he will land. There is one stat that would give you concern. That and the simple fact that overall quarterback play was down by the numbers. I'll point that out to you as well when we return. You're listening to The Drill on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
We may have occasional disagreements.
What an idiot.
We might even argue once in a while.
And it's so obvious.
But we're always a team.
We're all friends here.
1010XL.
I love this job.
Join the family fun.
Fall in love with a new Chevy at Nimnick Chevrolet. Frank Frangie here. Right now, save up to 20% off a new Silverado or get financing rates as low as 1.9%. Unlike most dealerships, Nimnick Chevrolet has the largest inventory on the ground, ready for you to explore. And with their extensive selection, you're sure to find your perfect truck or SUV at Nimnick. Shop online 24/7 at nimnickchevy.com or visit the dealership at the corner of Park and Cassett. So who's got more new vehicles at the best prices? Nobody but Nimnick. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Hey, it's Travis from Cannons of Jacks. When you need a trailer hitch, gooseneck, or RV towing options, call us at Cannons. We've been doing it for 55 years, and customer service is our #1 priority. Visit cannonsofjacks.com.
Attention skilled electricians. Are you undervalued at your current company? Time to step up to the bigger projects and better opportunities. Join the team at Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering not just the job, but an experienced, top-notch pay, unbeatable benefits, and the best working environments in the business. Please join the team that values your skills and rewards your hard work. Elevate your career to new heights. Apply today at millercareers.com, an equal opportunity employer.
Lauren Brooks here for Terminix. When mice and rats show up in your home or business, they can be a real pain. You need them out fast, before they have time to multiply. Terminix knows how to shut down rodents and will keep them from coming back to wreak more havoc. When rodents show up, so does Terminix. Don't live with a rodent problem, Terminix it. Visit Terminix.com today to schedule a free inspection online just like I did. That's TERMINIX.com. TERMINIX.com.
Bueller. Stay cooler with Bueller. I'm starting to realize being a homeowner isn't all upside, Jason.
I mean, it does give you a place to live.
Yeah, but now suddenly I need to know the names of all the people I need to look after my house.
Like who?
Like if my air conditioner breaks in the middle of the heat wave, I need to know who I call to fix it.
That's me. You know me.
But what if my water heater dies or my toilet backs up?
That would also be me. Bueller Air and Plumbing.
Okay, fine, but what about my duct cleaning and my water filtration and my sewer drain? Where am I going to find all those guys if something goes wrong? I'm just a guy with a house and a dream and...
This pair of sunglasses.
Whoa.
Bueller Air and Plumbing is the only name you need to know. Our club members even get 2 free visits a year, so you know we're there when you need us.
Well, that's cool.
Stay cooler with Bueller. Visit BuellerAir.com.
The Purple Heart isn't just a name, it represents service, discipline, and earning trust. At Purple Heart Pools, that standard shows up most in pool renovations. If your pool is outdated or worn down, now's the time to upgrade. So when summer arrives, your pool is ready. From new finishes and tile to decking, lighting, and full transformations, every upgrade is handled with precision and attention to detail. Purple Heart Pools. Pool renovations done right.
Hi, it's Tara Lagaman. Jeff and I love Local Fair Jacks for fresh eggs, quality meat, produce. It's all from local farmers. There's no scary recalls, just food you can feel good about feeding your family. Learn more at localfairjacks.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, back here on the drill. Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. How many of those today, you think?
That's already 2.
That's 2. It's 6:35. I told you earlier, I have a couple of rankings. They're playing at Riviera this week on tour, so we'll get more into the field, who's playing, who we pick, all that good stuff. But there have been a couple of rankings that have come out lately. These aren't player polls. These are just a couple of rankings. One from golf. Here's one from Golf Week magazine, ranking the top 10 PGA Tour courses, non-majors. Number 1, your call, Pebble Beach.
Okay.
Number 2, Riviera.
All right.
TPC Sawgrass 5 on that list. Let's see. Here's another one.
Where was the one that is Pinehurst? What would just
Which one? Torrey Pines?
Torrey Pines?
Yeah.
Is that on there?
I got another top 10 here. Let's see what it says. Let's just go real quickly through the 10. Number 10 on this list, 10 best golf courses on PGA Tour. You know, regular or non-major. TPC San Antonio, 10 Harbor Town. That's up there at Hilton Head. That's number 9. TPC River Highlands. Where's that up? Like in like Michigan? Is that one? TPC River Highlands? I think is that like Detroit area maybe or no? Sedgefield, that's where they play the Wyndham.
River Highlands is in Connecticut.
Oh, Connecticut, okay. Kapalua, sure, Hawaii, that's a beautiful golf course.
Okay.
Number 5, Colonial, that's an old school layout there. Scotty Scheffler's played a lot of golf there. That's in Texas. Number 4, TPC Scottsdale, where they have that.
Waste management?
The 16th hole there, where everyone goes nutso. Number 3 on this list, Pebble Beach.
All right.
Number 2, TPC Sawgrass, and number 1, Riviera. So just to take note, if you weren't aware, this is one of the great golf courses on tour, and one of the every year when they do the player poll, one of the players' favorites to play, and we'll talk a lot more as we move along this morning. All right, just about everyone says Fernando Mendoza to the Raiders, number 1 overall. They get to you quick in the NFL, and when they got to Fernando Mendoza quick, and it didn't happen a lot, he was on a powerhouse team, he was very pedestrian at best at it. In fact, if you look at players picked, and I don't have the list in front of me, I'm just going off the digested first read that I had of this. I've got some notes in front of me, but the players, the potential draft picks that had his analytic number of facing pressure all bombed. The good ones coming out, even the Trevor Lawrences and Lamars, and they all were good at that, getting the ball out quick under pressure. Fernando Mendoza ranked number 262 in college football in time to throw under pressure this season, 3.65 seconds. That means 261 college quarterbacks got the ball out of their hand faster under pressure. According to Next Gen Stats, an NFL quarterback's time to throw last year ranged between 2.56 seconds and 3.24 seconds. Fernando Mendoza last year on average threw it in 3.65 seconds. That's way outside that window. Doesn't mean he can't, that others don't face and it can't be overcome, but we're not talking about the most mobile individual. His mobility and escaping pressure would also be on the bottom half of some of the analytics. 5 out of 6 NFL teams that need quarterback were in the top 16 in sacks allowed including, guess who, gang? The Raiders. 64 sacks allowed last year, number 1 in the NFL. Oh. Fernando Mendoza will happily walk on stage with that howdy-doody smile, and he'll put that Raiders hat on, and he'll try his level best. But, man, you want to talk about kind of a hidden obstacle, right? This is hiding. That's not just out there for all to see. He's a guy who was never forced to play under pressure. When he did, he didn't analytically compare with some of the others in the past, and he's going to a team, an organization that gave up the most sacks in the entire league. And by the way, 64 is a lot more. So, you know, ESPN reported late in the season Mendoza had completed only 16.7% of his passes when on the move. Take a pocket passer used to having a lot of time, throw him into a situation where he has none, a half second quicker than what he was having to do in college, and then throw in the mobility not being a strong suit, and this could be a match made in hockey sticks for both sides. I mean, the Raiders would be better off going and getting Malik Willis. Going and getting Malik Willis and using that number 1 pick, either trade to someone or use it somewhere else.
That would
Don't
be.
force it. Now that, and again, this is not, I'm not expert on breaking down quarterbacks. Mendoza may go on to be a deadgum, Super Bowl winner, and now you'd look like stupid as can be. But if he's a Super Bowl winner somewhere, it may not have been if he was with the Raiders. But that doesn't tie him up very good. This comes on the heel of, came across this doozy. 2025 NFL playoffs have exposed a decade-low standard of quarterback play. Defense, this is from PFF. The 2025 NFL playoffs is kind of it brought back the power balance of offense and defense in the sport of football, following a regular season highlighted by elite defensive performances by Denver, Houston, and Seattle. The playoffs basically followed a similar script. There were a few standout games, but this postseason will be remembered for the elite defensive play capitalizing on quarterbacks who are out of their depth. Most defensive coordinators are drawing up more elaborate schemes than ever before to blur the picture for quarterbacks. PFF, using their data, took a deep dive into a bunch of metrics to quantify just the kind of fall off we saw in quarterback play. The overreaching decline is most noticeable when taking a look at the league-wide postseason passing grades. So all the playoff games are played. The PFF passing grade for the 2025 playoffs officially read at 57.1. If you combo all the quarterbacks, all their plays, all their games, their grade was 57.1. It's the lowest that PFF has seen since the 2015 season. And the other years don't come close. Let's forget the passing grade. That's PFF. It's subjective. It may not register exactly. We all know what a passer rating is, right? If you're a really good quarterback in the league, you got to at least be in the 90s, and most of them are in the hundreds. Passer rating is one of those, if your quarterback is good in it, you use it to accentuate the other good things he's doing. And if he doesn't have a good quarterback rating, well, he does this instead. We go through that with Trevor a little bit, whose passer rating ultimately got up over 90, I think, didn't it, by the end of the year?
Believe so.
Yeah. But I'm not positive on that. I don't want to give him more credit than he earned on his own. Let's just go by passer rating, ET. The passer rating for the quarterbacks in the playoffs this year was 81.2. Last year, 95.5. Previous year, 97.7. Previous year, 90.4. Previous year, 94.9. 90.1. 93.6. Feel me?
Feel you.
81.2, way, way, way down. Seahawks picked a real good year to go win them a championship.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Drill Football Fix, other NFL news, and more. When we return, it's Catlett Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
This is your VSIN Action Update. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Florida Gators baseball today, a $2.80 favorite against Stetson plus 210. The Florida State Seminoles laying $3.45 against the Jacksonville Dolphins plus 250. In North Florida, $1.20 favorite over the Buccaneers of Charleston Southern minus 110. Florida Gator basketball, the O'Connell Center tonight. Florida laying 21.5 points against South Carolina. 149.5 the total in Gainesville. Florida State and Tallahassee, 11.5 point favorites over Boston College. The Eagles have dropped 6 straight. 148.5 the total at Tucker Center. UCF, a 2.5 point home favorite against TCU. Progressive helping veterans drive their lives forward. More info, KeysOfProgress.com. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Let's talk about the sound no homeowner wants to hear. Drip, drip, drip. Still dripping. That's exactly why Duck Duck Rooter created the Love Your Pipes promotion. Plumbing problems don't scare us. Not with years of experience and honest upfront pricing on our side. Right now, you can get free plumbing assessment on all fixtures with any paid plumbing service. It's the smart move to fix the issue now before it becomes bigger. So when you're stuck, call the Duck, 904-862-6769, duckduckrooter.com.
When it's game time, make feeding the crowd easy. Chicken Salad Chick serves fresh Southern-style chicken salad, flavorful sides, and crowd-favorite catering trays. Order ahead at chickcatering.com or visit one of 4 area locations today.
Train your putt with pitch-perfect pointers from the pros and Dan Hicken and Jeff Prosser on Brunch with the Tour. Tuesday morning at 8:30, teed up by Clearwater Irrigation on 1010XL.
It's Cancer Prevention Month, and Ackerman Urology reminds you to stay ahead of prostate, bladder, and kidney health. Get a yearly checkup, ask about a screening, and make self-checks a habit. To make an appointment at one of 4 locations, visit AckermanUrology.com.
Here's hoping for a Raise the Roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
Zero Res Month of Love Sale. Hicken here. Not only is your carpet one of the biggest investments in your home, it's also the biggest air filter in your home. If your carpet hasn't been professionally cleaned, you're breathing unhealthy levels of nasty dirt, dander, bacteria, and germs that keep recirculating again and again. Lucky for you, Zero Res is going to spread the love to you and your home. Get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $149. Book online at ZeroResJacksonville.com and say you want the 1010XL or Dan Hicken special.
Zero Res.
Hi, I'm Dr. Scott Silliman with UF Health Jacksonville. Thanks to the players, we're advancing healthcare, education, and research to support our community's well-being. Only 21 days until the players.
Ladies and gentlemen, boaters and landlubbers, friends, four-legged and two, this is Lisa the Botanista with a huge announcement. Freedom Boat Club is opening a brand new 4th location. That's right. Freedom Boat Club St. Augustine Shipyard is now open. Now members can enjoy unlimited access at Julington Creek, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine Comanche Cove, and St. Augustine Shipyard. Freedom Boat Club members also enjoy reciprocal access to over 400 locations across the world. There's never been a better time to join. We are offering our biggest discount ever to celebrate our brand new location. We own and maintain an entire fleet of boats. Join the club, and as often as you like, you can do water sports, inshore fishing, offshore fishing, sandbar hopping, dining on the water, or just cruising around town. Visit us at the St. Augustine Shipyard or stop by any of our locations to see what the Boat-Cierge experience is all about. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
David Garrard here, and once again, I'm reporting good news about how good my knees are doing following PRP treatment at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. For an old quarterback like me, my knees are in great shape.
You don't have to be a celebrity or a professional athlete to appreciate the everyday personal attention you'll receive at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. For any orthopedic need, call on the pros at SOS.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Ooh, we got a good back-to-back nights of college basketball. Last night it was Iowa State, Houston. The Big 12 starting to give me SEC vibes from a year ago. Not quite as top-heavy, where last year's league had really 4 of the top 5 teams almost all year. Auburn, Alabama, Florida, and Tennessee. But Iowa State stormed back, beat Houston last night. So you got Houston, you got Arizona, you got Iowa State, you got Kansas, you got Texas Tech. Those all 5 seem like they could be Final Four teams. They won't go in as like 1 and 2 seeds, all of them, but I'll have my eye on the Big 12 when it comes to filling out that bracket. Purdue and Michigan play tonight, so another good national matchup tonight. I see Michigan and Duke are going to play this weekend. Yeah, out of conference game. That's going to be a terrific game this weekend. Florida plays South Carolina tonight. Didn't the Gators go up to South Carolina and beat them by 1,000 earlier this year? So at home tonight, 23.5-point favorites. Man, you don't see spreads that high in college hoops. The Gators right now just going to try and keep doing what they're doing. Only continue to get better. Not stay the same when I say doing what they're doing. Continue to get better. That's what they've been doing, and we shall see if that continues tonight. I would imagine that it would. And if you're a college basketball fan, don't forget the ASUN conference tournaments here in Jacksonville now. That starts, look at that, on my birthday, March 3rd. UNF Arena will be the host. We didn't mention it yesterday when we were just chock full of all kinds of info, but UNF and JU played over the weekend. Played at JU. JU won that game, the first. Their final game of the season will be against each other, I believe, at UNF Arena. And the news here is not every year has the ASUN tournament included all the teams. Like some years you had to be in the top 8 or the top 10, and they went home and home for the first couple of rounds. This is like just a good old school conference basketball tournament, and when you have those, anything can happen. UNF and JU having down years. It is what it is. In the bottom half of the ASUN, and it is not, it's not setting up as a year where they could ride some hometown magic to an NCAA tournament berth, but hey, never know. Fire up the band. We got a football fix. It's brought to you by the Home Course, the Julington Creek Golf Club. The big news yesterday really was the Dolphins purge has begun, and it includes Tyreek Hill and what to make of the Cheetah, who will be 32 when the season begins. Sometimes you give an athlete like that a spark. They can give you one hellacious year. He's coming back from a lot. Dislocated knee, ACL, maybe questions for Doc Murphy later this week, but Tyreek Hill now is a out-and-out free agent. And I'm wondering if you're a team that was like considering putting together some sort of deal, like if you're the Bills, do you call Tyreek Hill? Now, Tyreek is a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs at times. And, the Chiefs as a potential reuniting there, also something that has been thrown out. Look, Bradley Chubb, we talked about this at the end of yesterday's show, also released by the Dolphins. And as an edge rusher, I don't like it at all. I don't like it one bit. It's been pushed on us. I'm talking to Dan Hicken. Sightless at the moment. You'll hear him soon enough. They punched us up. We're in punch formation. Tush push. Tyreek Hill cut by the offense. So was Bradley Chubb. So we shall see. Probably like, it's like you're an NFL player, man. I bet you don't like to be like the subject of, having been beat up by someone else. Ronnie Hickman, a Brown safety, assaulted New York City, man. You just got to stay out of that town, don't you?
New York City.
He was assaulted in the lobby of a hotel. Browns say the 24-year-old was treated for minor injuries at an area hospital after the incident. No arrests. The investigation continues. 4:30 in the morning, again, nothing good happening. Authorities responded to an assault in the hotel lobby. They were informed that 4 unidentified, well, that explains it. 4 unidentified individuals punched the 24-year-old about the body. Oh, boy. That was following a verbal dispute. He's a Jersey kid, so being in New York was not a big stretch. The Browns have a new defensive coordinator, and you don't care. Came over from the Falcons, where he coordinated the defensive passing game. The Raiders have hired the Seahawks quarterback coach to be their offensive coordinator. And I'm going to finish with, I got this on the text line, and on the surface, it might be a good point, but we were talking about Fernando Mendoza, and there's going to be a big need for him to improve on getting the ball out quicker. And Guggen Danny had texted in on the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures that, with Brady there as a pocket passer, not the most mobile, maybe, that's something where he could directly work with getting that ball out quicker. But then I thought, well, Brady was also there last year, and they led the league in sacks. Didn't care about Geno Smith getting it out quicker? That's Football Fix. You're welcome. Hick and Rival, more come your way next. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday on The Drill.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. The action. The motion. You see that acceleration? Feel the active emotion of live play-by-play. It's amazing how much energy. On 1010XL.
When your home or business deserves more than ordinary glass, you trust the experts. Capital Glass and Shower Doors has been elevating spaces for over 40 years with precision, craftsmanship, and clean, modern design. From sleek frameless shower enclosures to elegant glass railings, wine cabinets, and any custom glass that makes a statement, Capital Glass delivers unmatched quality, service, and attention to detail. Your vision, their expertise. Capital Glass and Shower Doors at capcoglass.com.
Valentine's Day is sweet, but let's be honest, your septic tank wants attention too. Because when it gets ignored, it doesn't sulk, it causes problems, big ones. That's why Duck Duck Rooter, the only master septic contractor in Northeast Florida, is rolling out the Show Your Septic Some Love promotion. Right now, get $50 off septic tank pumping when you book by February 28th. Give your septic a little love now so it doesn't make a big scene later. When you're stuck, call the Duck, 904-862-6769, duckduckrooter.com.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hey, gang, are high-interest credit cards and other loans kind of sucking the life out of your finances and your disposable income? It's time to say no more. Let Loan Pronto tap the equity in your home and get the cash you need now. You can pay it all off. Corey and Jack called Loan Pronto. In a matter of days, they had $160,000. They kept their 3% mortgage intact, didn't even need an appraisal, and with all that cash, they wiped out all their credit cards and 2 car loans, saving $2,000 a month. You can do it too. LoanPronto.com. Their rapid equity loan program can get you $100,000, $200,000, even $500,000 in cash. Chloe and Ethan did it, consolidated all their high-interest debt into one super low monthly payment, gave them an extra $1,000 a month. Imagine, pay off all the credit cards, slash your monthly payments, breathe easier, get your financial life back. Interest rates are at 3-year lows. Call Loan Pronto, 904-999-1508. It's Loan Pronto, 904-999-1508. As always, you go to loanpronto.com.
The road to March runs through Jacksonville. The 2026 Atlantic Sun Conference men's and women's basketball tournament is coming to VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena. Catch all 24 Division I basketball programs in action March 3rd through 9th. Reserve your seat today at asunsports.org/tickets. Jacksonville is the destination for ASUN basketball. Get your tickets to the 2026 Atlantic Sun Conference men's and women's basketball tournament today. asunsports.org/tickets.
I'm with Craig from Cycles in Jacksonville, and Triumph is a known name when it comes to beautiful rides on the road. What is the latest from Triumph?
Well, if you didn't come, we had an unleashing at the dealership last week. We saw 6 new models from Triumph, anything from 400 cc's to 1200 cc's. If you're looking at a bike, you got to look at the new Triumph.
Experienced riders will love it.
And the inexperienced will love it. We've got something for everybody in the Triumph lineup. Great, great motorcycles.
Showroom waiting for you. Triumph. Find them at Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic, near Regency.
Been in a car crash? I'm local attorney Rick Alexander, and I've made it our mission at the Alexander Law Practice to listen to you so I can fight for the best possible result for you. I've been practicing over 30 years, and our team focuses on guiding you through the entire process. And because fees and reimbursement costs come out at the end of the case, I will never ask you to come out of pocket. For a free review, call 904-400-6600 or log on to alexanderlawpractice.com, Jacksonville.
The Florida Forum welcomes world-renowned chef and humanitarian Jose Andres at the Center for Performing Arts March 31st. His impact spans the globe as founder of World Central Kitchen, Presidential Medal of Freedom recipient, and global leader using food as a force for change. All proceeds for the Florida Forum benefit the Women's Board of Wilson Children's Hospital, supporting a new outdoor play area for behavioral health services. Get your tickets now at thefloridaforum.com.
Frank Frangie here for Coil Fencing. Since 1927, Jacksonville has trusted Coil Fencing to protect what matters. And I trust them too. From tough chain link to your commercial project to sleek aluminum fencing your HOA will love, Coil does it all. Did you know that Coil can also install, service, and maintain those automatic gates that help protect your neighborhood or business? To schedule a complimentary consultation, visit CoilJacks.com. That's COYLE Jacks.com. Coil Fencing, A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
The riders who face Daytona Supercross are built different. Withstanding the most unforgiving and grueling track is not just a point of pride, but of pure grit and determination. This battle can only be felt in person. Witness the action unfold at the only place in Florida where the biggest names will battle it out under the lights. Daytona Supercross is built different. It's built for champions. It's built for fans. The gate drops Saturday, February 28th. There's only one place to be. Secure your tickets and trackside access at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm ET. When Pat Summerall joined Chuck Oliver on the Chuck Oliver Show, he spoke on the importance of running the football when it comes to winning football games.
I'd much rather win scoring 50 points than 10 if we can. Now, I want to win at all costs. So if that means we win 10-9, we win 10-9. But I like winning 50-9, you know, and so more on the offensive side is always better. This is a unique league where you have to be physical and you have to run the football or you can't win in the SEC. It's a lot like the NFL in that regard.
You got to run that ball. Currently it's 7 a.m. and it's 52 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cool with Bueller. Stay tuned for the Dan Hicken arrival and more next right here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
Got nothing in my brain. That's what people say.
Is this Taylor? Yeah. Oh, my daughter right now is just shaking her head. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's even louder now. I'm even closer. I find myself leaning like I'm on a plane.
Cause the haters go hey, 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 hey.
You guys messed it up now.
Shake, 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 shake.
Shake it off. Shake it off. Woo-hoo!
Break, break.
Thank you, Taylor. Thank you for providing us.
She got some hits, man.
And you backseat again, young ladies, you Guganellas, mini Guganellas, some joy as you have to listen to the show with your dads. Good to be here on a Tuesday.
Backseating nations out there.
Ready to roll, ready to get going, ready to get after it, and ready to tell you that 51 minutes ago, Adam Schefter said it's unlikely the Seahawks will use their franchise tag on Super Bowl MVP Kenneth Walker. The Seahawks have multiple free agents they want to retain and sign. They also try to extend Jackson Smith and Jigba. There are enough Super Bowl tax costs that now make using a franchise tag this offseason unlikely.
Well, they have Charbonnet. He's a very good running back.
Yeah, but he has an ACL.
That's true. That's true. I knew he was injured. I didn't realize it was, that'd be half. I think most teams employ the idea you get your guy and you use it for 4 years and then you go get the next guy for a third of the price. And you can find a guy who can be productive if you're good in other areas. I'm guessing.
Isn't because there was one point the running back wasn't really as valued.
Right.
But as of late, it seems like it's more valued. with you got Saquon, you got King Henry, you got Christian McCaffrey.
Right.
Is it coming back, or is it going back to what Jeff just said?
To your point, the one thing that has happened, but this just may be the organic growth of salaries across the board, that you are seeing some running backs get paid a lot more than they were. Didn't McCaffrey get close to a $20 million deal?
He got up there.
$18 million or something, and so there's that. But I feel it's still more when the shared backfield became the most common football roster. Doesn't it feel like the most common roster now is more of a shared backfield?
Yeah, there's
than
not
it was.
too many one guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Walker had a great playoff run, obviously, 65 carries for 313 yards, 4 touchdowns, 4.8 per carry. He was terrific in the postseason and had a very good year as well for Seattle. Finished with a 16 for 97 against San Francisco in that 13-3 win at the end.
The
end of the regular season, and then he had 3 touchdowns against him in the postseason.
In the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he had a very good postseason. That's probably going to make him a little bit of extra cheese. He's a good football player, man. I kept waiting. I kept wondering. And those guys, those running backs run hard out there in Seattle, man. He has a little bit of.
They always have
a little bit of Marshawn in him too, the way he runs, and maybe just a little more jump cut type.
Yeah,
more because he's got size. I mean, Kenneth Walker's a big dude. He's listed 5'9", 211 though, so short but thick.
Yeah.
You know. And so again, I don't know what that means for ETN. It's another running back on the market, so I don't know if that diminishes the amount of money he can get. I don't know what the Jags are thinking.
I think it goes to show you that while there are some superstars that can get some long-term deals where their annual, average value, approaches those higher numbers, the Seahawks are screaming their running backs aren't worth $14.5 million a year. Isn't that the franchise tag for running backs?
Is that what it is?
I think it's 14.
If it is,
I think it's $14.5 million because ETN isn't kind of in that same boat. If you were ever, and look, none of us here ever thought that Jags would use the franchise tag on ETN, but I believe it's 14.5.
Mm-hmm.
And so the Seahawks are saying, yeah, this guy's the Super Bowl MVP, but the position ain't worth $14.5 million a year. Not here, it's not. Now at the same time, you could be signaling that you want to do a different deal. I mean, are they saying they're moving on, or they're just not going to put the franchise tag on him? Because it's there's a little bit of a difference there. But he's good. The question is, are teams paying for running back in free agency still, or at all? Like what does a free agent running back make these days? I mean, it's all
question.
The guys that get paid typically are the one where their team rewards them, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Eagles reward.
Remember, the Cowboys didn't want to pay King Henry.
Yeah.
What did he end up getting?
I think wasn't a ton. I mean, at his age, at that stage.
I mean, Saquon, $20 million a year.
20.
They paid for that.
But he just got it.
McCaffrey, 19.
19, just got it with the team they're on.
Derrick Henry, 15.
So that's the last big boy in free agency. He got 15. Who's next?
Johnny Taylor, Alvin Kamara.
Same guy, same teams, getting their money from
Josh Jacobs, 12.
12. There you go. Josh Jacobs is don't need to go any further. Josh Jacobs is better, by the way, than Kenneth Walker.
Mm.
Good. I mean, they're both good, but Josh Jacobs is a leading rusher.
Yeah, ETN's down. ETN is way. I mean, anybody know who Hunter Lupke is?
Is he like a fullback for some team?
He must be. Cowboys. He makes more than Travis Etienne.
Ooh. Well, he's on the rookie deal.
Yeah.
But that's
all these running backs.
That's a bigger problem for the Cowboys than anything else. Who pays a fullback more than any running back?
Lukey, Antonio Gibson, Austin Eckler, Omarion Hampton, Jahmyr Gibbs, Jordan Mason, Najee Harris, Bijan Robinson, Devin Singletary, Jalen Warren, Tony Pollard, DeAndre Smith, Chuba Howard, Ashton Genty, Ramondre Stevenson, David Montgomery, James Conner, Joe Mixon, Aaron Jones, Kyron Williams, James Cook, Josh Jacobs, Alvin Kamara, Jonathan Taylor, Derrick Henry, Christian McCaffrey. They all make more than ETN.
Yeah, until about a month from now.
So let's say ETN, they were talking like 2 years, 13. That'd be like 6.5.
If you're doing 2 years, 13, then the ETN should be here.
Yeah.
That's not outrageous at all. And then you do give them a little bit of appreciate you, man. I mean, 2 for 13, I want to keep. That puts me in the. I want to keep.
Still got him down to like 18. And he's better than that, or he had a certain.
I'm just. Well, regardless, I'm trying to help my team.
No,
Right?
I get it. I don't know what
Would he take you?
and I just read that, so I have no idea. I have no idea.
Who knows what the offers are? That
Yeah.
matters.
If I'm Travis Etienne Jr., I think I can get more than that.
You know, 321.
I think I can get more than that.
I don't know. We'll have to see. There's a lot of competition for those. I think that we've reached a point that most teams feel like they can go draft a guy round 2 to 5. And
This is what I'm bringing. I
he'll give me
finished
1,000.
11th in rushing in the NFL. Pay me like the 11th back, then and I'll take it. You know, these things change though every year.
What does the 11th back make?
Let's look. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9.5.
9.5.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of been what suggested he would get all along. More like a $10 million deal.
That's his average a year. Again, there's total guaranteed, there's fully guaranteed, and things of that nature. So, a lot to be done, and a lot that convoluted stuff. But bottom line is the three big names that we need to know with the Jacksonville Jaguars are Devin Lloyd, Travis Etienne, and Monteric Brown. Those are the three that we'll wonder about and whether they'll come back or not. Now there's a fly in the ointment, which is the subject of our Dreamfinders Homes poll question of the day, brought to you by our friends at Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jaguars. Go check out the homes at dreamfindershomes.com. They're beautiful. You look at them, you think, I can't afford these. Well, yes, you can. And they have great interest rate packages. Also, there are all kinds of places in Jacksonville. I think 15
of them things. My mic got messed up.
I mean,
he's a mess today.
It's there's a trend here, and it's
Bro, I hit the
last
wrong
couple days.
button.
I don't know. I think it's the updates that have gotten to them.
You're killing me. I rocked that update.
You have, but I think all your energy and focus is on the update, and you're not focused on the program.
Well, there's also this from the update. He may have made Pat Summerall.
Dang it!
The Gators head coach.
Dang it, man! They done told on you, boy. They don't miss nothing.
He ratted you.
Somebody on the text line probably got
You did this
before we toned it down just a little bit.
You did the same thing the other day. I can't remember.
It was.
But you were like, "Oh no!"
I said. I was trying to say majors, and I said the masters.
Yeah. Top flight of the moment information. That's what you get here on the drill.
For whatever reason, when he is filling in for Sudden Sam, when he nails one, man, he gets pumped and he gets all fired up. And then
those 60 seconds mean a lot to you, boy.
Well, you got 2 more shots today, so let's fix it. But anyway, after the Dreamfinders butchering, and there are 15 locations, just like
Taylor Swift.
It's ruined.
Yeah, it's done.
It's done.
Haters gonna hate.
Yeah. Especially on this day, we should. But go ahead and shake it off. You'll be fine.
Shake it off.
Would you consider trading Jags receiver Brian Thomas Jr. this offseason? Answers: only for a first rounder. Yes, no chemistry with TL. That's a big fat no. Or he's on a rookie deal. No. So he's on a rookie deal. No. That's a big fat 100% no way. Yes, he has no chemistry with TL. Or only for a first rounder. Those are your 4 options.
I am going with number 4. D.
He's on a rookie deal. No.
Right. But and hard no. He's on a rookie deal. Period. No.
Right.
Yeah.
E.
Because you said only for first round.
Only for a first rounder.
No, not necessarily. It depends on that. So I'm probably going to go with Jeff with the only. No, he's on a rookie deal.
41.2% say he's on a rookie deal. No. And 24% say that's a big fat no. So 65% of Jag fans say nah.
Yeah.
Now, only for a first rounder, 30%. And yes, no chemistry with TL, 5.2%. So those are your choices. It's about an hour left if you'd like to vote. But that's we talked about that. We got into that a little bit yesterday because Bill Barnwell suggested a trade of Brian Thomas Jr. to the Buffalo Bills for Keon Coleman in a first rounder, and we throw in a 5th rounder or whatever it was. And it was interesting that sort of the topic, we sort of focused on Keon Coleman instead of focusing on the first rounder and wondering, it's a 26th pick overall, and maybe it was more emotional after the season, but both of you would have traded him for a first rounder a month ago.
Basically, what you've done, if you do that, is you're now changing the trade. Now you traded the Browns the 5 pick and your second rounder and Brian Thomas Jr. for the right to move up and get.
Yeah, I don't
Travis
think you
Hunter.
can look at it like that, but I get what you're saying.
That's ultimately what ends up happening.
And that's what we would do.
Yeah.
But
that's how it plays out. Those same, and especially because it's the 26th pick, and you would have had the 24th. You're basically getting the Travis Hunter trade pick this year in the first round back, but you're having to give up Brian Thomas Jr.
Okay, well, let's get cranked up. We got a big day today. I think,
and I will say this just to put a wrap on the Thomas Jr. I have, from what I've seen and heard, I haven't seen no indications at all that they're wavering or that they're hot to trot to trade Brian Thomas Jr. That's not the vibe I get.
I've called in a lawyer
about.
He'll be arriving. My buddy Lee Lockett, because we have the Lockett Law High School report today. Is that correct, E?
That is correct.
All right, so we have that today. We have brunch with the tour.
Yes, that is correct.
But I've called in my lawyer, Lee Lockett.
Esquire.
And yes, he will come in Natalie attired and ready to argue the point that who's ever in last place can pick Scotty Scheffler whenever he wants.
Yeah, that's not going to fly. We had a prenup on that one, so it's pretty ironclad.
You're going to have to bring it out. He'll argue it. He has evidence contrary to that. And so it will be fun to do a little bit later in the show. So we're just warming up here.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I doubt a lot of what was said there, E, but I guess we'll find out as we move along. The 10-minute drill is next.
Yes.
On a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is the place Jags fans turn to every day for news, analysis, and inside stuff. 1010XL, home of the Jaguars.
Hickett here. When it comes to trucks, and more trucks, the only name you need to know is George Moore Chevrolet. Right now, the showroom down there off Atlantic Boulevard, is loaded. Toughest, strongest, hardest working Chevy trucks around. We got Silverado after Silverado ready to work or play just as hard as you do. And listen, I'm not just telling you to go get them. I got 2 George Moore Chevrolet trucks of my own, and they've earned every mile, every job, every weekend. Power, yeah. Dependability, always ready to roll. And style, you see my boy Blue. If it's a truck you want, it's George Moore Chevrolet. Stop by Atlantic Boulevard today and see why more of you, the truck folks, keep on coming back to George Moore Chevrolet. George Moore Chevrolet, gang together. That's right.
Hacker here. We're rolling towards March, and for most people, that just means better weather and more golf. For me, 2 years ago, this time of year was a life changer. Honestly, it felt like a lifesaver. That's when I started Awaken 180, and in 1 month, I was down 35 pounds. 2 months, 50 pounds. And no, it wasn't magic. It wasn't some miracle shot. I tried the meds. I tried the cutting carbs. I tried convincing myself I was fine. None of it stuck. Awaken 180 wasn't a trick. It was a solution, a real plan, a coach who didn't let me drift, and the weight just melted off. That's the only way I can describe it. And here's the best part that matters. It stayed off. I'm not bracing for it to come back. I've kept my 122 pounds off for well over a year, and it stayed gone. Have 35 to lose? Cakewalk. 50? Simple. If March for you is just another month, fine. But it could be your turning point. It was mine. Awaken. 180weightloss.com.
Helmets and Heels calls on Jags former middle linebacker Tom McManus to elevate your afternoon.
He's the best. Guy's got it all.
Catch the pros' point of view afternoons 2 to 4 on 1010XL. Fought for you by Green Law Group, for the injured, fighting for you.
Whether you're undertaking a major home renovation or just a simple repair request, American Electrical is your 5-star Jacksonville-based electrician to get the work done right. Experienced design building department working seamlessly with their electrical contracting department to help you create beautiful lighting spaces and electrical plans that make your house flow. And remember, with American Electrical, it's wired right at a fair price. Call American Electric at 737-7770. Look for that red, white, and blue eagle on the side of their truck, and you'll know it's American Electrical.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Hey, this is Lauren Brooks, and if you think Closets by Design is just closets, you've got to see their brand new showroom at Phillips and Emerson. It's amazing what they can do. See for yourself how they custom design organization for any space. Garages, laundry rooms, bedrooms, even the man cave. It's all about smart storage that fits your lifestyle and budget. Schedule an appointment to meet with a design consultant and tour the showroom for ideas you can see and touch. Start at closetsbydesign.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. And now, let's light up the Firehouse Subs 10-minute drill.
Hit it!
Sports concepts. We got sports rationalizations. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to hand out a prize pack. He tells me it's razzle dazzle. What do you got?
I got a First Tee of North Florida tour
Heck
card.
yeah, you do.
Loaded with great golf and retail savings. To learn more about the card, head over to 1010XL.com for more great gift ideas. Well, one lucky winner can win this card at the end of the 10-minute drill. I'll at your boy.
Gators had another SEC Player of the Week. They've had 4 different Players of the Week this year. That says something. That's 4 good basketball players this year have been named SEC Player of the Week. First time in program history that has occurred.
Would
you like to tell me who the 4 are, by the way?
Yeah, I can. I'm surprised, or I would wonder, rather, if any program has produced 4 different SEC Players of the Week in the same season.
I don't know.
That's a really good. It's a big league now too. It's not 10, 12 teams.
Nope.
All right, yeah, the 4. First of all, this week's Player of the Week.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Xavier Lee?
That's right. It's Xavier Lee.
Okay,
you're damn right. It is. Show some respect. Put some respect on that name.
Don't know what else I can do except tell you who I thought it was.
Maybe not use that term Sarah next time.
By the way, on the running clicker, I think you've called him Sarah 17 times, and I've called him Sarah once. All right. You want the other 3? Is that what you're saying?
I don't care if you'd like to. I asked you the question. You said yes.
Ruben,
and then
Ruben
also has one.
And Tommy Houck has
Tommy Houck is also one.
And so then it comes down. It can't be Boogie. He doesn't do enough. So it's Condon.
It's Condon.
Yeah. I don't remember.
Condo.
I don't remember Condon having a weak stretch where he would have been number 1.
Boy, you've got to be pumped up if you're a Dolphin fan, huh? Got to be fired up for this year.
Who took that job?
Boy, the stinkfish.
Hafley?
Get Balls on the phone.
Hafley take that job?
You get Hafley as a GM or coach. You're cutting everybody.
Yeah, no Tua.
You're starting over, and
Quinn Ewers going to be your quarterback.
Oh my gosh! I mean, what? I mean, there's no.
You got Achane. That's it. I guess you got Achane and Jalen Waddle. They say
Waddle wants out.
Well, they say when Tyreek Hill cut, they cut also Westbrook Akine. They say they have the worst wide receiver room in the league right now as we sit.
They have what?
The worst wide receiver room in the league right now as we sit.
They were one of the best for
a while there.
Yeah.
So being a Dolphins fan will be miserable, and it's good news for a team like the Jets is trying to climb out of despair. Can you get anyone as bad as you so you get a couple of wins?
Yeah, but boy, the Dolphins, man, what are they? I don't know. I just be careful, man, Miami. I mean, when you start telling people that you. I don't like that. I mean, not in this day and age, and because the success of these coaches is permeated down. Like it's not just Cignetti at Indiana. It's our guy here in Jacksonville, and it's
Michael
Verbal
McDonald
up there in New England. And
McDonald, second year.
So
Super Bowl
first year is 10-7,
right.
which would be just fine for Miami,
obviously.
But of course they're not going to admit, but it just doesn't it seem like they're headed to 4-13? Yeah,
fine 4. What did they win this year?
Mm-hmm. I saw two heavyweight names passing away overnight. Robert Duvall.
Yeah, I saw that
and
one.
Jesse Jackson.
Oh, Jesse Jackson lost him too, huh?
Yeah.
Those are the big boys in different areas.
Yeah. Robert Duvall, gosh, you want to talk about some great movies.
Yeah.
But let's not forget Days of Thunder.
When Bobby D was wearing a Gator hat. Let's not forget that.
That's a good one. And obviously the one classic, I'm pretty sure he won an Oscar for Kicking and Screaming. Wasn't he the dad?
Isn't that Will Ferrell?
And isn't he Will Ferrell's dad? No, he's not. He's not Will Ferrell's dad in Kicking and Screaming, the opposite
He
coach.
might be.
I think that's who it is.
I think it is him.
Yeah.
Oh, God, he was great in that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
It's a soccer movie,
yeah,
right?
soccer. Yeah, he's the dad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good call.
That's what I remember for that silly kind of movies I watch. Right? That's what I remember.
So
Robert
not
Duvall
not
for.
the Oscar performance in The Apostle or The Godfather.
Right.
Or,
No. I didn't even. By the way,
Apocalypse Now, where he uttered the smell of napalm. And
I've never seen Apocalypse Now, so that excludes that one.
Okay.
I don't remember him from The Godfather. What was his role? Was he like one of the attorneys?
He's one of the main dudes.
Oh, he was? Was he one of the brothers? Robert Duvall?
Robert Duvall in The Godfather?
Yeah, in The Godfather, was he like Pacino, one of the Corleones or no?
He got all shot up. And I'm trying to.
I haven't seen Godfather in forever, and I'm not sure I've seen it start to finish, to be honest. I'm not sure.
Well, that's E.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Have you seen Godfather?
Real long.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen it, to be honest. I mean, I know it at this point. It's like a part, and I've seen parts of it, but I don't know if I've sat down start to finish to watch
No, I
Godfather.
haven't. I was mixing that up with Goodfellas. No, I haven't seen Godfather.
Well, Goodfellas is better. So
Yeah, I
there-
saw
He was
Goodfellas.
not family, but kind of like family.
in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I mean,
That's a big one. And Jesse Jackson, obviously, for decades was a huge voice in
I was just looking at some of these movies, man.
a lot of areas. Jesse Jackson ran for president a couple times.
4 Christmases, he was also a dad.
Oh yeah, he played that dad later in his career. He did that a couple
cash
times.
grabs,
But yeah, I thought he was a terrific in Kicking and Screaming, an Oscar performance. Did he actually win Oscars?
This is one maybe a little bit before your time, but The Great Santini. Did you ever see that?
Oh yeah, he is the Great Santini.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not before my time. That's a great movie.
Great Santini.
Great Santini. He is the Santini. The memorable scene that when he walks out of the basketball bleachers onto the gym and slaps him, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't he slap him, Hick?
Slapped him. He's also in the.
Who's the kid? Is it Timothy Hutton or no?
I don't think so. He was in The Natural.
They say he was the lawyer for the family.
Yeah,
The
he
lawyer.
was.
That's what. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is where the technique. Everything got here. They come. Watch him.
Oh yeah. But yeah, he was in a lot of movies. Great actor. In fact, I watched one recently he was in. He was like a retired judge, and he didn't know if he had. I don't remember the name of it. He's a retired judge, and they're investigating him for I think a hit and run or something, and his son had to come back and represent him, and kind of brought them back together. It was a pretty good movie.
Good point on the text line.
Yes, sir.
We lost a Duval
Mhm.
and a Jacksonville.
Oh,
Duval and Jackson,
Oh,
which
wow.
would obviously be the Jacksonville. That's a odd timing there as well.
I don't know if that's a good omen or a bad omen.
Or perhaps not an omen at all, just a coincidence.
239 pitchers in NCAA baseball this weekend threw a fastball above 95 miles an hour.
That's crazy.
Oh, man. Kids, if you're going to be a pitcher, that's why they hunt velo, which is not really the way to build pitching.
But it's not necessarily making better pitchers either. That's also interesting. It's not like we're just overrun with superstar pitchers coming up because they've all been throwing 90 since they were 16 and now no one can hit them. I would look around Major League Baseball and it's the same collection of guys. They all throw that. It's not like a bonus anymore. I wonder if you wouldn't be better if you maxed at 88 at this point and learned how to pitch.
Well,
You'd be so far off of what everyone else is doing.
Here's one more good point of on the Robert Duvall filmography of the American Film Institute's list of top 100 movies of all time. He was in 6 of them, the most of
Wow.
any actor.
Good for him.
So yeah,
Terrific. I always liked just about every role I liked him in.
Mm-hmm.
So,
pretty good stuff.
Did you see the? Maybe they were copycat, but they also copycatted the success. NBA All-Star ratings up 87%.
Yeah,
Because it's tucked in the Olympic windows.
Yeah, there's a little what it was on the different.
I mean, nonetheless, they'll sell it as that.
Yeah.
Peaked at almost 10 million, and I'm certainly, if it peaked at 10 million, those that were watching were certainly aware it wasn't bobsledding. It was actually the NBA All-Star Game. And we said this before, there's certainly some bleeding in from appearing right in the middle of Olympics that are getting 25.5 million on average. They are also on a record pace. It's the biggest All-Star rating, though, since 2011. So next year will be a better tell on how much the format change is part of it and how much just kind of riding the the Olympic wave.
I'd like to know what the
part of it.
Saturday night did, too, because I bet it didn't do much.
It was hard to find, and it wasn't even at night. And by the way, that may have even been streamed. I don't even know if you can put ratings on that. I think it was Peacock only.
I love the I saw a 3-round mock.
I like those because we get 4 picks.
So I got to get you your 4 picks here, and I'll give them to you.
Okay.
And I guess really until we learn these guys, it's more about position.
Mm-hmm.
But with the 56th pick, right after Sam Heck, the center from Kansas State, goes, the Jaguars turn around and go, oh, offensive lineman Caleb Tiernan from Northwestern. Boom. Boom.
Jags go.
We just got Caleb Tiernan.
Would it surprise / shock you if they took O-line with their first pick?
56
would surprise me.
Probably a little bit.
Yeah.
Then at 81, Darrell Jackson Jr., defensive lineman from Florida State University.
I've seen him mocked to the Jags at a couple of different ones.
Then at number 88, I think actually one of your favorite players, Zakee Wheatley, a safety from Penn State.
There's Zakai, I like to call him. But
Zakee.
Yeah.
Right before him in this mock draft, Carson Beck, chosen by the Dolphins at 87.
87's round 3. Okay, yeah.
And then at 100, and they love to give us that tight end at number 100. And this one, we're going with Jack Endries, Texas, tight end. Right after the Steelers go with Jalen Daniels, the quarterback from Kansas. So, there you have it.
I would be in favor of getting a tight end, like, get me one of those that have been going in through the Hawkinsons of the world that have been going there, the Kittles.
Sure.
Those guys have been going in that around 3 to 5, and they've been finding a lot of stars.
The Vikings at 82. So we could, instead of taking Darrell Jackson Jr., if we lose ETN, they took Jadarian Price, the running back from Notre Dame, who a lot of people are high on, even though he was the backup running back at Notre Dame. He's like the second or third running back in the draft.
Yeah, I know. Those are scary, aren't they? The Atlanta Falcons took one of my favorite players all time in a situation just like that. William Andrews didn't do anything in college.
Yeah.
He was behind Brooks and Lionel James, and he was Joe Cribbs maybe was the other one, Brooks and Cribbs, and he never, William Andrews in college had 340 yards rushing.
Did he have 1 year? He didn't have 1 year when he did something?
I don't think he did.
Okay.
Let me double check.
You would know.
Yeah.
I mean, Jahmyr Gibbs didn't carry it a ton in college, right? Jahmyr Gibbs averaged first year Tech 460, 746, and then 926 at Bama. Alabama. So he didn't get a ton of carries there. What did Jadarian Price do last year? Let's look.
A little bit off, but he was far from the feature back. His sophomore year, he ran for 635.
There you go.
He had 1347 in 3 years, so we averaged about 440 a year at all.
Jadarian Price, Cat.
Is that the Notre Dame? We're back to the Notre Dame running back.
674 and 746, but 6 yards a carry and 6.2 yards carry, 18 touchdowns.
That's where you find those guys. You draft him in round 3 and get a superstar and spend $2.8 million. Instead of 10 point whatever to retain your free agent. So I'm down with adding. I'm fascinated to see what they do. I want to see what James Gladstone does. There are obvious needs, or there could be places you feel like you're pretty good, but man, this guy's too good to not take here.
All right, well, we'll see what happens. Let's do this. We'll grab a timeout. We'll come back, keep it rolling. Lots to do today on Tuesday. This is the drill, 641-1010. Come kind, come courteous, come correct. What are they going to take home?
641-1010 gets you a First Tee Tour card loaded with great golf and retail savings. To learn more about the tour card and helping kids of the First Tee, of course, head over to firstteetourcard.org. But one lucky winner hit me up right now to win that card, 904-641-1010.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey, Icken here for Action Garage Door. Premium parts, premium service, premium people for the life of your doors. Nothing gets you more frustrated than that garage door misfiring, but if mine ever does, hey, no worries. I take action by calling Action, and they take action, and it's so easy. Jeff Bernard and his crew are Jacksonville people. They're right here for us. They're not some big out-of-town chain that you have to go through layer after layer. You call Jeff, his people are on it. It's that simple. And listen, today's garage door openers, we just got one at the Hicken household a couple months ago. Woo! Man, oh man, you can operate them from your phone. They got smart home integration. They got quiet operation. You can't hear a thing. And added security there, terrific. So if something does go wrong or if you're sold, or just put it in the back of your mind, Action Garage Door. How do I get a hold of them? Simple, Garage Door 911. Type it in, garagedoor911.com. We'll take you right to Action Garage Door. Action Garage Door for all your garage door needs. Are high-interest credit cards and other loans sucking the life out of your finances? It's time to say no more. Let Loan Pronto tap the equity on your home and get the cash you need now so you can pay it all off. Hey, it's Prosser here. Corey and Jack called Loan Pronto in a matter of days. They had $160,000. They kept their 3% mortgage intact, didn't even need an appraisal, and with all that cash, they wiped out all their credit cards and 2 car loans, saving $2,000 a month. You can do it too. LoanPronto.com, their rapid equity loan program, can get you $100,000, $200,000, even $500,000 in cash. Chloe and Ethan just did it. Consolidated all their high-interest debt into one super low monthly payment, giving them an extra $1,000 a month. Imagine, pay off all the credit cards, slash your monthly payments, breathe easier. Get your life back. Interest rates are at 3-year lows. Call Loan Pronto today, 904-999-1500. That's 904-999-1500, or go to loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. Visit NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
It's free window February with Renewal by Andersen. Right now, when you buy 4 replacement windows, you get the 5th for free. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 1 year. This offer expires February 28th. Renewal by Andersen, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Instant Keys is turning 25. A quarter century of saving the day when your keys mysteriously vanish.
Seriously, it was just in my pocket.
Or when that remote fob decides to quit working.
The dealership is such a hassle.
For 25 years, Instant Keys has been the go-to locksmith service for car keys, house keys, transponders, re-keys, and even high-tech smart locks. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. For honest, professional locksmith service, use Instant Keys.
Could you imagine? There was a time you could just tell your kids to shut up, right to their face. No explanations, just shut up. How much easier would that have been? Why is the sun hot? I don't know. Why don't you shut up? That was uncalled for.
Tom Hopper live in the Grateful Bread Tour. Saturday, February 21st, on stage at Florida Theater. Tickets are on sale now at floridatheater.com.
Looking to elevate your game night experience? Look no further than Best Bet. We're not just a card room, we're your destination for excitement, fun, and big wins. Whether you're a seasoned player or new to the game, we have something for everyone. Join us at Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, or St. Augustine for thrilling tournaments, exciting promotions, and a vibrant atmosphere that will take your game night to the next level. Elevate your game night at Best Bet. Visit bestbetjacks.com to learn more. That's bestbetjacks.com.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Welcome back. This is The Drill.
This isn't a new list, but I've just been made aware of it. I guess ESPN ranks the degree of difficulty for 60 different sports from hardest to easiest. And I can't disagree more with the list. As someone who actually, and maybe this isn't, it's hard to put yourself in the position of never having played sports to really digest a list like this.
Mm-hmm.
If you've ever played sports, this list sucks.
No dear.
I mean, honestly, you tell me what's harder, steer wrestling or boxing? Which one of those do you think is more difficult?
I would say steer wrestling.
Yes, of course you would. Any idiot in the world can box. You may lose in 10 seconds, but it's far from difficult. Throw hands.
A lot of people forget that I climbed into the ring with Larry Holmes once.
Sure.
Went around with the former heavyweight champion.
I mean, it's going from most difficult to easiest, and what planet are these people on, man? The easiest sport in the world, by the way, is fishing. You know what? I'll give you a fly rod, mister, and we'll see what you'd rather box ET or perform with this fly rod. Anyway, billiards? I think billiards is harder than boxing. I can't believe boxing is one. Now, are you expecting me to, like, gold glove box? No, but, like, if you're telling me a sport you got to pick up and perform it in a week, boxing would be one of the easiest.
Well, you have to be in good physical condition to box.
For sure.
That's the only thing.
Second, now I'm down with this, but I bet you if you knew how to skate, you wouldn't be ice hockey.
I love it. I played hockey as a kid, but I couldn't skate, so I'd play a lot of street hockey.
Yeah. It's fun, but I don't feel like that would be
hand coordination type sport, though, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I tell you one that's missing up here.
Hitting a baseball. They got that up there?
Okay. I can't. I can't.
Right.
Golf is 51.
Oh.
Yeah. No, right?
No.
You tell me, you tell me what's harder, golf or volleyball? Huh? Golf or soccer? Soccer is the 10th hardest.
Where does it have running? Because I got to get an update from me on the river run.
Okay, yeah, let's see if jogging is on here. I don't think.
The soft J.
Track, no, they're not going to get.
What do you got, E?
Track and field, middle distance, 43rd easiest.
Well,
oh no, I'm sorry, the 16th easiest.
Yeah, that's try running a 800. E, how's this training going?
Training's coming along well. I ran a mile and a half last night.
Okay, we're still at the mile and a half.
Yeah,
we might want to up that a little bit.
I'm gonna take it up this week, tomorrow, Wednesday actually.
Yeah,
and I woke up this morning to run another mile and a half, but that cold couldn't. I got to like
it's February 17th.
Well, Hick, and I don't know if this means anything. I don't mean it to be a comparison, but I'm far from training for the river run. But I too ran a mile on Saturday.
Yeah.
Mine was on a treadmill, and I just moseyed along, walk run for about 12 minutes. But we got to start adding some distance here.
That mile and a half gets you to the bridge, the Main Street Bridge.
Yeah.
But like we're taking away the aspect of the adrenaline.
Now, that'll carry you a couple. That'll get you to about 4 or 5. That's not gonna get you to 9.
But it'll carry you through long enough. You'll finish.
The people are going to be there helping me. I'm
not worried about the mental part. I'm worried about you breaking something or tearing something.
I'm training.
Buddy, all it takes is one cobblestone street, and I'm going to hear you wail all the way from the SJC.
Oh, good Lord.
And I don't need that. Pay attention. Don't put your... What, are you going to be listening to music?
I'm listening to music.
That's probably not a good idea. People coming all... Here's where I worry. Here's what he's not understanding about getting injured. It's a clustery.
Yeah.
You're like darting between people and up onto a side. That first mile and a half of that race is like heavy traffic.
That might be where I walk it, because I got to set up some space. Well, it is clustered.
Yeah.
It is clustered.
What are you going to listen to, Blueface, baby?
Probably not Blueface.
No.
Blueface don't have too many hits, man.
All right.
But it'll be on a good shuffle.
Lil? Yeah, Lil?
Oh, plenty of Lils.
Okay.
Plenty of Lils.
Well, we got some Lils in there. Listen, best fit for the free agents. Let's see who the Jags are going to get.
Okay.
Here we go. I'm excited. Trey Hendrickson. Oh, Colts.
No, we don't want that.
They don't give us anybody.
George Pickens. Cowboys. Tyler Linderbaum. Giants. Daniel Jones. Colts. Oh, thank you. Jalen Phillips. Stays in Philly. Alec Pierce to the Titans. Breece Hall.
stays with the Jets. Rasheed Walker, offensive tackle, to the Cleveland Browns. Odafe Owe stays with the Chargers. Braden Smith to Houston. John Franklin Myers, Atlanta. Alante Taylor, cornerback, Rams. Quay Walker, linebacker, Washington. Reek Woolen, the flag guy. He's the flag guy, right?
Yes.
The Jets. They'd be perfect there. Mike Evans, Buffalo Bills. Jalen Watson, corner, Raiders. Malik Willis, Dolphins. Kenneth Walker, staying in Seattle. Devin Lloyd, best team fit, the Jaguars.
Yeah, they have the Jag keeping their own. I'm pretty sure this list.
Okay. Let me see if we got anybody else.
Yeah, I think they include both.
No, ETN to the Chiefs.
I think maybe Monteric Brown is also included, and he returns. I think. Whose list is this? Is this
ESPN?
Okay.
Caleb Chase on to the Ravens. It doesn't look like we're going to be very active. Greg Newsome, Green Bay Packers.
We will get there will be this. We don't get this often because our players usually aren't good, but ETN and Lloyd will bring big-time compensatory picks. So next year's draft, you can count on another second, third rounder for those guys.
So we got that going for us.
Yeah. Usually the guys that leave us in free agent, we bring, like this year, no compensatory picks. We brought in more than we lost.
No, we got nobody. The only one we're getting is Devin Lloyd. Keep him, which a lot of fans would take, by the way.
Yeah, they would.
Yeah.
Lloyd's price tag is steep.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's a player that if you do decide to keep, he's playing a position that he has to play like he played this year all the time.
Well, 1 year ago, James Gladstone did a very nice job in free agency.
Last year.
Mm-hmm. Don't you think?
I think that they accomplished their goal.
Spend a ton of money.
They accomplished their goal of raising the floor.
Yes.
100%. They didn't spend a lot of money. They don't have all-star level players. Not like they signed free agents who came in and flashed as, Pro Bowlers.
Oh, but we had
They had moments.
Eric Murray, Macari, Jordan Lewis, Robert Hainsey, all good
Not sure
players.
Macari's season is aging as a good season. Like in the valuations and the grades and the whether or not it was a good
De'Ami
sign.
Brown, not great, but one and done. No big deal.
Yeah.
Took a chance. That's fine. Hunter Long probably won't be back.
Depth, but to the point, depth and a raised floor. And some of those guys are good. The secondary, I'm not trifling Murray and Jordan Lewis for when he was able to play.
Right.
Those guys were difference makers. But they got nothing from Ogba. They got nothing from De'Ami Brown. They look, I think we're hitting on something. I memean, it feels like if you look at the grades of the draft and the impacts of the free agents and the talent they return, I mean, Liam Cohen, man, A+++++.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he did it with a lot of the same, utensils that have not produced much around here for a lot of years.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll keep it rolling. Heading towards the 8 o'clock hour. A lot to do today, including Bunch of the Tour. It's all coming up right here on The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Catch Gators basketball on 1010XL.
The 12th ranked Gators continue their climb towards another championship. Can they get a step closer against South Carolina? Find out tonight at 7 on 1010 AM.
Zero Res Month of Love Sale. Your air ducts are like the lungs of your home. If they're dirty, your indoor air quality suffers. As many as 1 in 5 Americans suffer from allergies caused by particles frequently found in the air inside most homes. Not only is indoor air quality an issue year-round, but especially now that allergens such as pollen, it's out. They're out of hibernation. They're ready to invade your home. Take advantage of Zero Res's February sale. $100 off your air duct cleaning. That's $100 off your air duct cleaning. Book online at ZeroResJacksonville.com, ZeroResJacksonville.com, and say you want the 1010XL special. That's at ZeroResJacksonville.com.
Get a healthy start in 2026. The Florida Department of Health in Duval County is here to help you get healthy and stay healthy all year long. Our dedicated team is committed to providing high-quality care and trusted public health services for our community. Our mission is simple: to protect, promote, and improve the health of you and your family. Learn more about our programs and services by visiting duval.floridahealth.gov.
Be the first to discover the best new home community in beautiful Green Cove Springs. Highland Trail, where the rhythm of life slows down. Enjoy green spaces, luxury pools, pickleball courts, winding trails, and more at livehighlandtrail.com. Choose from 3 premium builders, just starting in the 300s.
Oh, at Highland Trail.
Throw your rifle and rod in the truck every Saturday morning.
This could be really special.
Go hunting and fishing with Jeff Lageman, Captain Kevin Favor, and Captain Kirk Walls on the Nimnicht Outdoors Show. Saturday mornings from 7 to 10 on 1010XL.
The toughest bulls, the bravest riders. For 8 seconds, it's all on the line. Glory or nothing. These are cowboys who face down danger, defy the odds, and push themselves beyond limits most wouldn't dare. This is their world, where legends are made on the backs of ranked bulls. It's bull time, Jacksonville. PBR bucks into ViStar Memorial Arena February 20th and 21st. Get your tickets now at pbr.com/tickets.
This is the home of the Florida Gators. Get your Gators hoops on 1010XL. Brought to you by the personal injury attorneys of Farah and Farah, Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville, and Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors.
Mark Watson with Hardball Creative, letting you know that Hardball now offers web stores, so your employees can order their own branded gear, and you have more time for Wordle. Check it out at hardballcreative.com.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
Brian and Angela Wall here with Window World. By now, everyone has heard about saving money on their energy bills. There are all sorts of things you can do to cut energy costs, but most people don't think about their windows.
But Window World knows that the biggest energy loss in almost every home is the windows. There is more energy loss from old builder-grade windows than just about anything else in your home.
You can upgrade your heating and air, your appliances. That's good too. But before you do all that, upgrade your windows to Window World's energy-efficient windows.
Window World's windows are easy to clean, energy efficient, and have the best guarantee in the business.
Window World's slogan is simply the best for less, and we mean it. You get great American-made windows, and you get to keep more of your money when you buy from Window World. Need any more reasons to buy your windows from Window World? Call them today and set up your free in-home estimate, or go online to windowworldneflorida.com.
Window World,
simply the best for less. Thank you for your business.
Window World also offers energy-efficient doors.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focus, fueled, fearless, Farah.
All right, welcome back to the program. This is the drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM. Gators, big game tonight. They're all big. They're 21.5-point favorites, and you go, oh, gosh, that's too much. And then you remember they beat South Carolina by 47.
Yeah, that was the game that was just out of control.
Yeah, so, when they got South Carolina, I think Ole Miss coming up on the road. Those are two that you got to put in your back pocket, and you got to come out and play, take care of business, and move on.
I will say this about this team, especially here late, and they didn't seem this way so much early in the year. They play like they're supposed to play.
Yeah.
Like if they play a bad team, they don't sleepwalk and stumble. They beat the crap out of them. They've done it now for the last 4 or 5 subpar. I'm not talking about Kentucky or or blowing out even a good team like Alabama or Tennessee. I'm talking about when they played South Carolina or Georgia or Mississippi State or they've just beaten them.
Yeah, 10-2 in the conference. They lead Arkansas by 1 game. They have Arkansas a week from Saturday. Is that the end? Is that the last one?
No, Kentucky.
No, Kentucky, right. So they still have, 6 left?
Yeah.
South Carolina, Ole Miss, then they go to Texas, then they got a big one with Arkansas, Mississippi State at home, and then at Kentucky.
Yeah.
So if
they play the way they've been playing, they'll go 5-1. I'm not. That's not a prediction per se, but that's they're 10-2, so they're going 5-1. Every 6 games they've gone 5-1.
Yeah, that'd be a hell of a year, man.
Yeah, 15-3 would be a heck of a year, especially the way this guy Golden's a really good coach, man. He figures it out, he gets better, and he makes adjustments, and they improve. And they improved last year, they're improving this year. And he pointed something out that you forget when we look back on the totality of last year in the championship, and that was at the mile marker. That the analytics and efficiency offensive, they were better than the year before.
Right.
Now, what won the tournament for them in at least a big part of it was the clutch gene. They had that, not just Clayton, but Richard and the others.
It's amazing that they really, and it doesn't much matter, the rankings and stuff, but Florida has not been able to crack back into that top 10.
Too many losses.
Keep winning. Yeah, but, I mean, no, you got to know who they lost to. Like, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, these teams ahead of them, I'll take my chances with just about all these boys, you know?
Yeah.
So,
And I think when the seeding comes out, it might reflect a little bit
I
different.
mean,
but
Kansas is 18-5, right? Florida's 19-6. I mean, it's basically the same record, and they're 8th. Florida's 12th.
Yeah. Well, they've been there, and
It's a little disrespectful.
Yeah, Florida's resume that knocked them down to almost out of the top 25. They've had to crawl back further.
Man,
because they had some. Missouri's a bad loss. TCU's a bad loss.
Yeah,
or medium bad. They don't have any terrible losses. Medium bad.
No.
Losing at home to Auburn's medium bad.
They've lost one game at home though. I mean,
but 4 of the teams ranked ahead of them are who they played already. So you can't argue with those.
Yeah.
I don't think any of those teams are particularly better.
St. John's another good team. They're 17th, so there's a lot of good basketball teams out there.
Yeah, Texas Tech is behind Florida. They're really good.
Yeah.
I get Big 12. I'm going to pick, when I'm all said and done, I'm going to trust this, even if the bracket doesn't scream it. I'm putting 2 of those jokers in the 4.
All right.
Just like SEC ran through last year because of that conference schedule. But Houston, Arizona, Iowa State, Kansas, Texas Tech, of those 5, I'm going to get 2 through.
Right.
Those are good teams that have been playing like the SEC did last year in the grinder.
Yeah. Iowa State beat Houston last night.
Yeah. We're down 10 late.
Yeah.
Iowa State's record at home is unbelievable. They're the best team in basketball.
Really?
Yeah, they're like 8-1 in their last 9 against top 5. They're 5-0 against top 2. It's like stuff that like no one matches. It's crazy.
So you are a proponent of the Big 12.
I think I am at this point.
Houston, Zona, Iowa State, Kansas, Texas, BYU. Those are,
and they've all beat each other.
6 good teams.
They're really good. In the top are like last year SEC. Like Arizona and Houston are, Florida and Bama last year. I think they're really good, low loss, teams that'll be 28-4 or whatever going in. So
Kelvin Sampson's done a nice job.
Yeah, he's a good coach. They kind of blew that one last night. They had a big lead on, like I said, but Iowa State's home rate. Let me get these exact numbers because it's crazy what they've done analytically. Let me get down to the bottom here when they usually throw that little note section in. That's not it. Iowa State just won at Kansas, right? Over the weekend.
Was it at Kansas?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was at Kansas. I know so.
I'm just looking at what Kelvin Sampson's done. Oklahoma, man, he got him to the tournament every year but one.
The weird one is how it didn't work at Indiana with all the problems.
Yeah.
They had problems with NCAA, in other words.
It did work. Indiana didn't support him, and he was, he got caught, and he was a blatant one. They got him pretty good. It was a phone call, wasn't it? Wasn't it with Kelvin Sampson?
Yeah, back in the day when you couldn't.
Because Indiana, at the time of his departure, was 22-4 and 11-2. So it was working. So then he went to the NBA for about 7 years, and then he went back to Houston, and he built Houston. He's done a great job with Houston, man. Shoot. 2 Final Fours.
Iowa State's win over Kansas was in Ames.
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought.
I can't find the graphic. I'm going to track it down at some point today, though. But the Iowa State, what they've done at home against top 5 teams.
Well, they're 15-0 at home, is what I'll tell you.
15-0 this year, yeah. But their record against top 5, and then the one that amazed me was top 2. They were like 5-0 against top 2 teams at home, and whatever the. But again,
what's the coach's name there? Otzelberger?
Yeah. But when it comes to forecasting the Big 12, but this is an example. I mean, here is a team that just had to beat Kansas on Saturday and then turn right around. They beat Houston. I mean, these are grinder games that feel like tournament games, and thus you're ready for them when it gets there. Maybe really.
They always had a really down year, and the Big East. The Big East has gone to hell in a handbasket.
You know what? Heck, I Googled it. They've not been sending. They sent 5 last year. They're not sending more than 5. A lot of those programs are down.
I mean, we watched Seton Hall go to the finals. We watched Creighton make runs. Xavier, DePaul way back when. Georgetown hasn't done anything since Big John
I think the
left.
2 there.
Marquette in the dump, Butler in the dumper, Providence in the dumper. I mean, that's
those Midwestern schools that are always tournament teams until now they're in the Big East. The Creighton is Xavier. Those should be tournament teams. They always are. Those are Sweet 16.
Are kids getting plucked from those schools to go?
I don't know.
Or not, I don't know.
Those they should still be able to get their own.
Yeah. Yeah, it's because it's. Did you see, by the way, speaking of college ball?
I think our Matt Driscoll got bumped up to the interim tag for Kansas State, so we can root for them. Maybe can somehow slide in and keep that job.
That'd be awesome.
Wouldn't that be awesome if Matt Driscoll got the K-State job?
He's so good. He's such a good dude. What's the deal with Sacto State?
They're going to they joined the conference. I saw
the MAC.
You got to get where you can get, I reckon.
They're spending millions of dollars.
Maybe they've got plenty of money. They've just never done sports. There's some of these schools that are showing up like Grand Canyon out of nowhere.
Sacto State, isn't that the school where isn't Shaq the GM there?
Sacramento State?
Yeah. And
maybe
Mike Bibby might be the head coach. Maybe.
Oh, is that what it is?
If they're getting all that,
so they're going to try. They're trying to do like this charter school approach, only to college.
Well, they're trying to put themselves on the map.
Yeah, they're trying like Grand Canyon did. Those jokers are making like tournaments.
$18 million entry fee into the league. The total price for the move stands to exceed $25 million. All of this to compete in a division where Sac State's budget will be dwarfed by power conference giants. Why? It's putting the university on the map, said Luke Wood, the university president. They view the promotion as a branding and marketing play for the university, where the FBS moniker, nationally televised MAC games, path to bowls, brings eyeballs that you don't get at the FCS level. He's a Sacramento State alum, the president. He commissioned a consulting firm to generate the economic impact, produced a $975 million figure to the Sacto area. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, Shaq is the GM and Mike Bibby is the head coach out there.
Okay, well, they're trying to do something, I guess. But this is football only, isn't it? Or no?
I saw a football helmet. I mean, I would assume if they're joining, and Mike Bibby's basketball. I don't.
Yeah.
Who's the football coach there? Do they have one of those former?
I don't know.
It's not one of those former NFL guys, is it?
Yeah.
Because it sounds like that's where they might go.
Alonzo Carter. He's in his 14th year.
Okay.
Or no, he's the 14th head coach. Known for his recruiting prowess in Northern California roots. Carter previously served as assistant at Arizona. Alonzo Carter.
By the way,
just got named.
Before we go to break,
yeah,
I'm going to point out, we were talking about Iowa State, and the kid, Nate, I think it's Heiss, who hit the game, what ultimately was the game-winning deal. His sister plays for the U.S. women's hockey team.
Hell yeah.
So I'm not sure. I want to say she scored a goal yesterday, but that I'm not sure of. But anyway, he's hitting buckets, and, she's winning medals. Oh, that Heiss family.
All right, Lock and Law High School Report, Brunch with the Tour, all coming up. Hang with us. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Who are you? I am the architect. I created 1010XL.
A world
I've been waiting for you.
where anything is possible.
1010XL.
Hey, it's Travis from Cannons of Jacks. Thank you for trusting us for 55 years of custom welding fabrication and vehicle towing accessories. When you need a trailer hitch for the family car, a gooseneck for the company truck, or even RV towing options, call us at Cannons. We can do a bumper hitch, fifth wheel hitch, anything for safe, reliable towing. Come to Cannons of Jacks, where service is our #1 priority and we treat our customers as we like to be treated. Check us out online, cannonsofjacks.com.
Hey, Hickett here. Restore comfort and confidence with oculoplastic specialist Mary Kate Wilson, MD, at the Eye Associates, Jacksonville's expert in oculofacial, plastic, and reconstructive care. Man, Dr. Wilson specializes in eyelid surgery, cosmetic and reconstructive procedures and treatments, always with a personalized approach. Now seeing patients at the beaches, Southside, and St. John's locations. To schedule your consultation with Dr. Wilson, call the Eye Associates, formerly Bowden Eye & Associates, Schneider Eye and Wellness Center, and Janet A. Betchkel, MD, at 296-0098. That's 296-0098.
Jacksonville, Nimnik Buick GMC is kicking off tax season with prices that are better than ever. Frank Frangie here. Are you looking for a dealership that actually makes car buying easy? Well, at Nimnik, you'll find unbeatable savings, a huge selection of Buicks and GMCs, plus flexible financing that fits your budget. Whether you're looking for a new SUV, a work-ready truck, or a certified pre-owned, they've got you covered. Backed by trusted service and transparent deals. And the best prices in Jacksonville. NimnikBuickGMC.com or visit the showroom off Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
Do you want to grow your career with a company that's committed to growing with you? Florida Home AC has aggressive plans to double their workforce, and they're looking for determined, resourceful people with initiative. Just log on to FloridaHomeAC.com/careers to find out more.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Daytona Supercross. Experience all the high-flying action and side-by-side intensity of Monster Energy AMA Supercross on the most demanding track of the circuit. The gate drops February 28th at the world's center of racing. The high-flying, crowd-pleasing Daytona Supercross is a great event for the entire family. For a chance to win tickets to Daytona Supercross, answer this. Who designs the Daytona Supercross course? Text the designer's last name to 641-1010 now.
Help your loved one fall back in love with his or her home with a home improvement from the professionals at the Lifetime family.
That's right, Nick. Happy Valentine's Day to all the lovebirds out there. What says I love you more than adding additional space with a glass or screen enclosure that will enhance your home's livability, or brand new floors that dramatically improve the look and feel of your home?
That's right. New outdoor living space from Lifetime Enclosures and beautiful floors from Lifetime Flooring.
Come experience the Lifetime difference. Call or visit one of our showrooms today for our Valentine's Day specials throughout February.
Lifetime Enclosures.
It's Cancer Prevention Month, and Ackerman Urology reminds you to stay ahead of prostate, bladder, and kidney health. Get a yearly checkup, ask about a screening, and make self-checks a habit. To make an appointment at one of 4 locations, visit AckermanUrology.com.
This is Jeff Middlecoff with Cogent Bank. My associate Ryan Salem and I joined Cogent Bank because we wanted to revolutionize the mortgage business, just like Cogent Bank has revolutionized the banking business. So Ryan Salem and I are able to leverage the power and stability of Cogent Bank to go out and find our clients the best investors, the best products, and the best rates in the entire country for your particular mortgage loan. Of course, you don't have to be a customer at Cogent Bank to take advantage of our mortgage services to buy or refinance your home. We offer jumbo loans, VA, FHA, conventional, and investment loans. At Cogent Bank, we offer mortgages nationwide, so we can help you with a second home or help a family member who lives or is moving to another state. Call Ryan Salem or myself, Jeff Middlecoff, at Cogent Bank today, 904-442-9191, to see how we can help you with any of your mortgage loan needs, whatever or wherever they may be.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Cogent Bank, NMLS ID 402296, Ryan Salem, NMLS ID 1182429, Jeff Middlecoff, NMLS ID 249086.
Here's hoping for a Raise the Roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update brought to you by USA Airport Parking. I'm E.T. When head coach John Summerall joined the Chuck Oliver Show, they discussed on the importance of running the football in the SEC.
I'd much rather win scoring 50 points than 10 if we can. Now, I want to win at all costs. So if that means we win 10-9, we win 10-9. But I like winning 50-9, you know, and so more on the offensive side is always better. This is a unique league where you have to be physical and you have to run the football or you can't win in the SEC. It's a lot like the NFL in that regard.
John Summerall is the new head coach for the Florida Gators. Currently, it's 8:06 and it's 53 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned because the high school report is next right here on 1010XL at 92.5 FM.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
A home run! Touchdown! A monster jam! Good.
They make the plays on and off the field. Now get ready for the Lockett Law High School Report, brought to you by Lockett Law. Know before you blow.
All right, crank it up. We got some high school young ladies in here to talk to. The Lockett Law High School Report. Much thanks to Lee Lockett for putting this on each and every week. We appreciate him. You know, we're going through basketball season. We got soccer going on. And now, you know, baseball, softball gets started. I don't know why softball starts a week later than baseball. I mean, high school baseball is up and running, but a lot of openers today. And we're Trinity Christian in the house right here. We've got Anna Lamb, who is a senior center fielder, and we got Madeline Lassiter, who is a pitcher at Trinity Christian. How we doing, ladies? Everybody good?
Yes, sir.
All right, lean in, talk into the mics here. Don't be shy. We got a lot to do here, a lot to cover. Do you go by Madeline or Maddie?
Madeline.
Madeline, all right. And you go by Anna because it's Anna. I don't know what else I could call you.
Yes, sir.
We call you, when you were little, they might have called you Anna Banana.
Yes, sir, all the time.
I would think that. I have Drew. I called him Drewster Rooster, so you never know. What's our team like this year?
Our team is pretty young,
Mhm.
but I think we have a lot of talent.
Okay. Like real young or what?
We have 4 upperclassmen, and the rest is mostly made of 8th graders.
Oh, wow. So we are young.
Yes.
Okay, but we got some players. And we got you guys. So it's you guys got to be leaders of the team this year, right? You got to show them what
sir.
it's like, man, right? Now, have you been pitching there for how long?
I've been pitching there since 7th grade when I
Oh,
went
my
to
goodness.
Trinity, but I would mix in with varsity a little bit in like my 8th grade year,
Mhm.
and then I would play middle school JV and on the varsity
Sure.
team, middle school.
Okay. All right. And so and you're going to go pitch at St. John's River next year?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. JUCO
Shout
ball.
out.
Shout out.
That's where I started.
Yeah, you did?
I did. St. John's River Community
Before you
College.
became a Manta Ray?
Before I became a Manta Ray.
All right. Shout out to them as well. Palatka. That's where you're going. Yeah, but actually they won like a national championship like 2 or 3 years ago, didn't
My
they?
sister was on the team then.
Ah, very nice. Very nice. It's a family affair down there. Now listen, speaking of that, is it 2 sisters who pitched or played?
We all 3 pitched back in the day, but in high school, my other sister switched positions, so only my oldest sister pitched.
Okay. All right. Now who's the best one of them all?
I might be biased. I don't know.
Tell me about softball. You've been playing your whole life?
Yes, sir. I've been playing since I was probably 4.
Yeah.
And started off just in rec ball, and then when I was like 14, I moved to travel ball.
Okay. What do you love about softball, Madeline? What is it that gets you going?
I like just how it can be fun.
Yeah.
Like, obviously you can care about it, take it very seriously, but there's always another chance.
Yeah. Now you pitch, so you got the ball in your hands. A lot is determined about how the team does by how you perform. Do you have what pitch tell me about your pitches. What do you got? Do you have a rise ball, a drop ball, a change up? What do you do? How do you pitch? What are you known for? Are you velocity, what do you got?
I have a really good changeup,
Okay.
and I'm kind of known for that. Like, I know some teams that'll talk about my changeup and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but my favorite pitch to throw is my changeup, but I like throwing curveball a lot.
Ah, the old curve. Can you spin it? You make it spin?
Yes.
All right, so what do we got this year? We think we got a pretty good team. Who does, like, when Trinity Christians get ready to play a big game, who are we playing? Who's our rival?
Probably Episcopal.
Episcopal.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we want to beat Episcopal, huh?
Yes.
All right. What about Providence? We don't care about Providence anymore?
Yeah, we still do.
Huh? What about P-Town?
It was definitely bigger back when we had our coach a couple years ago, because he was friends with the Providence coach. So
mhm.
we would play at Providence 5 times a year, preseason games, everything. We were always at Providence.
All right. Anna is a senior. I see that you get on base a lot. You like to run. You fast?
Yes, sir.
You can run? Okay. All right. Did you, says here she applied for the TV show Survivor. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
You did?
Me and my dad helped me apply.
Hold on, what?
Yeah. Yeah. Is that recent or we found out or we didn't get on?
Oh, no, we just applied recently.
Oh,
so there's still a chance, huh?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
All right.
snap.
All right. We're going to send you to, Timbuktu and put you on an island
You're
for
gonna
40
be
days.
eating bugs.
You're too sweet. They'd chew her up.
Yeah, you got to be grimy.
You got to be mean. You got to
Yeah.
have game. You got to have strategy. You got to be backstabbing to be on that show. Do you know that? You're too nice a person. You can't do that, can you?
I don't know.
Huh?
Depends on her mood.
Okay, there we go. There we go. All right, what? Tell me about school. What do we like in school? What's going on in school? What do we got? Anything? Favorite class? Favorite teacher? Do we have? Are we homeschooled? What do we got? It's almost over. Do we go to school anymore? What do we do at high school?
I only have 2 classes at my school.
Beautiful. That's wonderful. How
I
about
have
you?
a full schedule. I
Do
have
you?
7.
You have 7. What's your favorite class?
Bible.
Bible. Good answer. Very good.
Not
answer.
a bad answer.
Give it a read.
Yeah, we haven't really done much in any classes. Just
Uh-huh.
we mainly just have a few tests.
All
and
right.
We don't really do much work.
All right. Oh, great. Great endorsement. Just kidding. I kid because I care. I love you guys. Love Trinity. Everything's good. Let's go get a state championship. Let's shock the world. Because we got young kids, but let's first things first. Let's get our win tonight and go from there. Let's see what we can do.
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you want any predictions on tonight's game, Madeline? Can we throw a no-hitter tonight? Sometimes when you come on this show, good stuff happens.
There's a possibility, yes.
Okay. All
My
right.
prediction that it will not be a full 7-inning game.
Okay. All right. I
Don't
like
know
that.
about score though, but it won't be a full game.
All right. All right. Well, Madeline Lasser, good luck at St. John's River. You'll be pitching there. Anna Lamb, good luck in your endeavors as well as you go over to FSCJ and onward with your life. And hopefully you get on Survivor and we'll watch you and cheer you on and do news stories about you. That would be fun.
Oh, thank you.
All right, that's the Lock and Law High Score Part by our friend Lee Lockett, Trinity Christian Softball. Keep an eye on them as they get ready to go this year and start this evening. We're back with more next.
Yeah.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Because at the end of your workday, you just might need a lift.
Let's go home.
Let the Frangie Show drive you home.
Are we ready? Yes. Good.
Afternoons on 1010XL.
Would you like to drive for a while?
Hi, I'm Janice. I'm a coach at Awaken 180 Weight Loss. When a client reaches the goal that they've set, they are so proud of themselves. They are so thrilled with how they look and how they feel. They are ready to take on the next thing. And that's one thing about weight loss. It's so much more than a number on a scale. It's about self-respect. It's a momentum thing. Now that I've lost 50 pounds, wow, there's no reason why I can't do this next thing that initially seemed so daunting, but now I know I can do it. The celebration is not just how much better you look and feel, but how much more self-respect you have. We get on a track of success at Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Losing weight with Awaken 180 isn't about the number on the scale. It's about how that number spearheads endless success. Bring your goals to Awaken 180, then celebrate when you check off each and every one of them. Call 844-346-1800 or online at awaken180weightloss.com.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
If you gotta have more Gators, get them anytime with the Gator Podcast channel. Served up by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. Whenever you're ready, the Gator Podcast channel is too. On the video and social channels of 1010XL.
Some auto shops call it an inspection and flag any little thing. That's called a wallet flush. At AA Automotive, they don't play that game. They fix only what needs fixing. AA Automotive on Richard Street. Boring name, awesome service, and no wallet flush.
Quick question. Is your plumbing company run by plumbers or by people who've never held a wrench? At Holland Sons Plumbing, the owners are plumbers themselves. We're family owned, veteran operated, and built by people who understand the work. No corporate nonsense, no boardrooms, no suits. Right now, we're hiring service plumbers and residential new construction plumbers here in Jacksonville. If you want steady work, a team that's got your back, and owners who know the job because they've done it, give Holland Sons a look. Holland Sons Plumbing. Local, family, real.
Hey, the investment landscape always changing. New rules, new regulations, new opportunities. But at ITP Partners, one thing remains constant, our commitment to your financial future. Whether it's consolidating your accounts, rolling over those 401ks, maximizing your pension programs, man, ITP is going to make your financial journey simple and smart. And ITP Partners are terrific. Trust, transparency, and experience. You better believe it, man. That's Reed Wingate and Janice Cobb. That's Dan Abel and Reagan Wright. That's Jeff Hartman and Chris Bryant. It's a new year, man. Get that money in motion. Let ITP Partners help you grow and protect your wealth so you can focus on what matters most. They're ITP Partners, man. They're stable, they're strategic, and they're secure. They're easy to talk to. Chris at ITPPartners.com. Chris at ITPPartners.com. Give them a call, 312-9751, 312-9751. Like I said, get that money in motion. They're ITP Partners, my financial partners for life.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey ham, melted cheddar and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Budweiser reminds us to drink wiser, like hydrating between beers. It keeps the fun going longer, and it's a commitment to responsibility. Remember, good times are ahead, so no need to overdo it. Know when to say when, and always designate a driver.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Welcome back to the show. Appreciate Lock and Law and the high school report. Taking a look at, I tell you what, it's kind of crazy. Like this year, the draft, they're saying, 10, 11 true first rounders. That's about it. But then, man, 2027, they are raving about this class. I mean, like blue chip prospects, they're saying. And those blue chip prospects, and it's interesting how they determine this, but obviously Arch Manning is, if he continues to progress, will be highly thought of. Dylan Stewart, the edge from South Carolina, gives off Jadeveon Clowney vibes, South Carolina. Jeremiah Smith, wide receiver from Ohio State. That guy from Texas, that linebacker, Colin Simmons, edge guy. And Leonard Moore, cornerback of Notre Dame. They are saying those guys are blue chip prospects. And that's 5 guys right off the top who, and they're saying Leonard Moore will open. One guy said Leonard Moore will open as my number 1 overall player in what will be an all-time great 2027 draft class. Interesting because they're talking about that this year for the NBA. But in football next year, really big-time prospects. So it'll be the same teams at the bottom again. And they'll get to pick.
Well, and by the way, if
Dolphins and the Jets,
whoever's putting this list together, I promise you that the smart guys in the NFL are also aware of that. So you may see some moves where you're trying to get an extra third rounder next year. You don't think of when it happens. That's why we have so many now, right? We did a lot of deals where you get a 6th rounder next year. I don't know if that trickles down that far. I've been meaning to ask you, which is the Texas Tech player you like so much?
David Bailey.
Okay, yeah.
Edge guy.
Yeah, he's out. He's not around at 58. There's another Texas Tech guy who I've seen in the mocks to the Jags a couple times.
Oh, the linebacker.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one that they all wanted to give the Heisman to.
I couldn't remember which one was your favorite. I knew it was,
Bailey's the baller.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He's the one.
I'd be thrilled if that guy made it to 58.
Yeah, but Bailey, there's no way. He's like top 10, right?
No, I'm talking about Rodriguez.
I know, but isn't Bailey top 10?
Bailey be going in the top probably 5, I think.
I saw some distressing news for Fernando Mania.
Fernando Mendoza.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it's just this. I mean, sometimes, Hick.
Yes, sir.
Despite any talent you may have, it conspires against you to the point that and I think maybe David Carr is the best example of that. Who knows what kind of quarterback David Carr would have been?
Yeah, he got crushed
had he entered the league in a different circumstance. And I don't know what Carr's analytics were in this one that I'm about to talk about with Mendoza. I don't know what they were. Last year, Fernando Mendoza now look, it may be because you were allotted that time. You don't have to get rid of it quick, but
76 times David Carr got sacked his rookie year.
Yeah. Woo! Well, the Raiders gave up the most sacks in the league last year, 64. And the one analytic that Fernando Mendoza falls like way below even the draft busts is the time he gets the ball away under pressure.
I heard you talking about that. My only thought on that is that sounds like there's too many variables analytic to me. Like I don't know. I don't like how that sits. And
I feel you.
I mean, any quarterback. Tom Brady, if you got pressure on him, which the New York Football Giants did, they won 2 Super Bowls because they pressured Tom Brady.
What?
Get him off his spot, make him move, and they're not as good. That's a given.
What sways me somewhat, and I feel what you're saying.
Yeah.
But what sways me a little bit on this particular stat was the historical list of quarterbacks.
Okay.
And how they performed in that getting the ball away under pressure and where they all, and this is based on their numbers in college. So most of them are good quarterbacks coming from good places.
Reminds me of when we reminds me when you unearth the miles per hour stat.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I unearthed that one, but yeah, when that
they
stat
always
came
find
up,
these new stats.
I'm gonna find this particular poll. I'm just saying it's something that will work against him, particularly because he's coming into a franchise that was the worst in the league at protecting the quarterback.
Okay,
so it's going to be a factor, right?
Yeah, of course it is. He's going to a crappy team, so it's going to be tough regardless. I mean, there's growing pains when you get there, but. I don't know. I like his poise. Look, it'll be tested. It'll be interesting. I look forward to watching him and how he does. Nice kid, but who knows? Great story, and you can't help but root for guys like that. But don't want to root for him too much because he's in the AFC. So if he's no good, he's no good, and he's going to get a lot of money. That's for damn sure. And he's going to have. But the Raiders are a mess. They got to get their organization right. They're just a train wreck, and they totally screwed up with Pete Carroll, and that didn't work, and they just go from one to the next. The Raiders have been down for quite a long time. Before we head to break, Pross, I got a question for you. Big Ten thought of to be a really good basketball conference, right?
Big Ten?
Yeah. I mean, year in and year out is what I'm saying. They play good basketball in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
When was the last natty that the Big Ten won?
Oh, gosh. You got to go back a ways. I suppose it's Indiana around the turn of the century, is it?
Indiana won in 87. That's their last one.
Oh, they didn't. They lost to Maryland.
Yeah.
I guess then, Michigan won in 89? Got to go that far?
Michigan won in 89.
Michigan State won in 2000. Michigan State won again later, didn't they?
No.
2000 Michigan State?
That's the last Big Ten. Now, Maryland won in 02, but
they were ACC. They beat a Big Ten team, in fact.
Yeah. So the last Big Ten national championship is Michigan State in 26 years ago now?
Wow. That's surprising. Now, they've had, in fairness to the league, they've had a lot of Final Four teams. Michigan's been, Michigan State's been. Purdue has had runs as the number one team in college basketball. Indiana has been back, I don't know.
Purdue has never won a natty.
Yeah, never.
Illinois has never won a natty. Iowa has never won a natty.
Tennessee's never been to a Final Four.
Yeah.
Wow. A really good team for a lot of years.
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of the Big Ten schools have never won natties, including USC.
I wonder if that's not the case if we trickle down in just about every league. Who's won it in the SEC?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Kentucky's won it. Florida's won it.
Arkansas.
LSU's won it. Arkansas's won it. That might be it.
LSU's won it?
LSU has, sure. Haven't they?
When?
Back in, or maybe I'm thinking LSU football back in the 50s. Maybe they haven't.
Yeah. That's a good question.
Typing away furious.
Yeah.
This is the funnest part of our job. List of D1 men's
national champs.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Let's see. The SEC has won.
You got Kansas. Oh, you got Kentucky and Florida.
That's it? The only two.
I mean, obviously Arkansas has won it. I'm just going backwards here, looking.
I'm started from the top. I'm going Kentucky.
Probably have to go to the.
I'm down in the 60s. Yeah, no, LSU did not win ever.
Yeah,
you know, there was a stranglehold by UCLA. I mean, Kentucky won them all.
Yeah.
Was Arkansas even in the SEC when they won it? They just joined.
We've only won. Yeah, I don't know.
1994. Yeah, they had just joined when they won it in '94, and they only won one. You got Kentucky with a bunch. You got Florida with what 3 now, and But we've said this, the Gators with 3 are like 5th all time.
Yeah.
In multiple titles.
All right, let's crunch it up with the tour. You want to do that?
Let's do that.
All right, we'll do that next right here on The Drill.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care. Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey here. If you're looking for the best selection of trucks in Jacksonville, it's truck time at Big Number 1 Duval Ford. They've got Jacksonville's largest lineup of brand new trucks with massive discounts. Over $10,000 off select models. That's right, savings you won't find anywhere else. Your next truck is waiting for you at Big Number 1 Duval Ford, so visit DuvalFord.com or stop by 1616 Cassett Avenue today. It's truck time at Duval Ford.
Are high-interest credit cards and other loans sucking the life out of your finances? It's time to say no more. Let Loan Pronto tap the equity on your home and get the cash you need now so you can pay it all off. Hey, it's Prosser here. Corey and Jack called Loan Pronto in a matter of days. They had $160,000. They kept their 3% mortgage intact, didn't even need an appraisal, and with all that cash, they wiped out all their credit cards and 2 car loans, saving $2,000 a month. You can do it too. LoanPronto.com, the rapid equity loan program, can get you $100,000, $200,000, even $500,000 in cash. Chloe and Ethan just did it. Consolidated all their high-interest debt into one super low monthly payment, giving them an extra $1,000 a month. Imagine, pay off all the credit cards, slash your monthly payments, breathe easier. Get your life back. Interest rates are at 3-year lows. Call Loan Pronto today, 904-999-1500. That's 904-999-1500, or go to loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. Visit NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
It's free window February with Renewal by Andersen. Right now, when you buy 4 replacement windows, you get the 5th for free. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 1 year. This offer expires February 28th. Renewal by Andersen, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
This is the kind of sandwich you don't rush. French dip at Firehouse Subs. Premium roast beef loaded with caramelized onions, melted provolone cheese, and topped with Italian seasoning. Stacked on a toasted garlic bread roll with hot au jus for dipping. For a limited time at Firehouse Subs.
The riders who face Daytona Supercross are built different. Withstanding the most unforgiving and grueling track is not just a point of pride, but of pure grit and determination. This battle can only be felt in person. Witness the action unfold at the only place in Florida where the biggest names will battle it out under the lights. Daytona Supercross is built different. It's built for champions. It's built for fans. The gate drops Saturday, February 28th. There's only one place to be. Secure your tickets and trackside access at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
We don't have too many cold nights on the First Coast, but when the temperature drops, you want to hit the heat button and warm up. That's where Florida Home comes in. They're the AC experts in Jacksonville, and the importance of keeping your heating system in good working order is really important. If it stops working when it gets cooler, Florida Home will leap into action and provide you with the best solution. Heater and heat pump repair service and new system installation. They do it all. Just call Florida Home AC at 777-4300, the official heating and AC partner of the Jaguars.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focus, fueled, fearless, Farah. Now, brunch with the tour. Brought to you by
Clearwater Irrigation and Drainage too.
On 1010XL.
All right, look who's here, ladies and gentlemen. The man, the legend, Stuart Moore, the executive vice president of the PGA Tour in charge of corporate structure.
I think it's called the House of Cards, Dan. It's the current structure.
There was a weird golf tournament this weekend from this standpoint, and these happen every now and then, where you just kind of you're kind of moving along with the storyline, and then the ultimate winner, like, what? Where'd he come from? That was like, for me, that was Colin Morikawa. And I know he was thick into the storyline by Sunday when it mattered, but like, he must have had a hell of a Saturday. Is that what happened with Morikawa?
I think we
62.
See, I mean, that's just like moving. They call it moving day,
right?
And he's the perfect example of that. And it was shocking to realize and remember he hadn't won in almost 3 years.
848 days since the Bay Current Classic in the fall of 23, of course, our event in Japan. So it's almost like, whenever that finish was, it's in the middle of the night over here. It's not like you were on the edge of your seat on Sunday and he's coming down the stretch of the BMW and that was the last win. So, but been a minute, man. I mean, and good for him. That was a star-studded field. You got Scheffler charging.
Good for him, my ass. I wanted a playoff is what I wanted. My man, Eagles 18, let's go. He rolled out.
Eagle on 18 was just nuts.
16 and 17, he had great looks, great birdie putts. He just didn't make them. And, he probably really should have shot. He shot a 63, and Scotty Scheffler probably should have shot a 60.
Three Eagles.
Yeah.
Pretty nuts.
First time he's done that.
I think it's first time that's happened at Pebble since 83.
Yeah.
And that was a unique win, too. When 18 is downwind off the left, that's not a very classic win there. And I tell you what, who had Sam Burns eat worms? Anyone? Did someone have Sam Burns?
You did?
I didn't, but Sam Burns coming down.
I don't think we did this week.
Hitting the iron on 18.
And then flaring it right into the bunk. Dude, Sam Burns step on a driver. What are you doing?
That
one of the best players in the world.
That shades of, that takes me back to like Chip Beck. I mean, what are we doing here?
Chip Beck, Fayetteville's finest son, taking strays.
Sorry,
Chipper.
I have a comparative statement that
I thought
I'm
you were
ready
going to say complaint.
No, I have a lot of those.
That's fair.
Comparative statement that I'm going to make right now, and I'm going to stand by.
Ooh,
okay?
Here we go.
I don't feel any differently about the golf tournament coming up this week and who will most likely win with Scotty Scheffler right now than I did when Tiger was playing. I'm not saying that he's as big a favorite or that he is Tiger Woods. I'm saying that every time he plays, I would pick him to win every week. And if he shoots 73 in a first round, then go on live wagering and get him at 35-1 for the only time ever.
Well, I think Pebble was telling, right? I mean, he's like even par, whatever, through 22. He's basically ejecting off the leaderboard. Hicken can't even watch the golf anymore. And then he just suddenly comes back. Oh, my God, he's going to win.
Just the security you feel that this guy, they're going to have to, he's a prohibitive favorite. It's close.
Yeah.
I'm going by my mind. I'm not going by measurables or resumes or, career titles. I'm not going by any of that. I'm just going by when the tournament tees off this Sunday, or this weekend, if he plays, I feel as confident about him winning as I ever did about Tiger the week he was playing.
And I think it's definitely one of those things. I'll never forget Tiger. I think it was 2015 Wyndham Championship. He had been completely irrelevant for a few years and then marched into the lead late Friday afternoon. And I'll never forget, I was hitting balls at Jack's Beach with our son. And I see Tiger takes the lead. It was Friday afternoon, but with like 4 holes to go, I was like, buddy, we're done. We're going to go watch Tiger kind of bring it in. And I'm not saying Scotty has that on a Friday, but Scotty has that on a Sunday. He'll drop, especially now. He'll drop what you're doing to watch that.
You see his scoring average on Sundays so far this year? It's like 64.
Yeah, just nuts.
Yeah. Incredible. He's playing fantastic golf, except.
But good for Morikawa, though. I mean, that was again, top 10 players in the world. Cool win. We saw in the trophy ceremony, or actually with Amanda Balionis, that he said that they're due later this year, first child. So another guy going through that. And listen, Colin, he's only 29.
All right.
I think Colin is like 33. I feel like he's been out here forever. Now he came out quickly out of college.
He came out with Wolf
and Victor Hovland.
Yep.
So he comes out of Cal, smart kid, bright kid. I think he had some sponsor exemptions, then got into Reno. Won Reno, and then he was exempt on tour. So he never had to go through Korn Ferry Tour or anything like that. And then starts winning quickly, and had the COVID major.
Two majors.
The PGA in 20, then he won the Open Championship in 21.
Did you just call it the COVID major?
I mean, no fans, buddy. That thing's always going to have an asterisk. I shouldn't say this, but like, you win a major with no fans.
Yeah.
Like that. Listen, you still won a major. Kudos.
All right.
But think about all that pressure from like the
COVID major.
COVID major. Can't say COVID.
Yeah, I like that. That's interesting. It was a great. Listen, it's Pebble. What will Pebble be like when the tour moves its schedule and they move Pebble to the
That's
summer?
a great question. Honestly, as the executive vice president of corporate structure,
Yes.
you would think, as the former SVP of agronomy as well, you think I'd be in all the conversations with Brian Roloff. I'm not.
No.
I hate to break it to you.
Aren't they fixing to restructure the tournaments again?
Yeah, we're looking at like a new model, probably, starting in 27 or 28. And I think what you're going to see, just kind of reading the tea leaves, maybe less is more, maybe, more signature events, but, the actual structure of the schedule starting maybe after the Super Bowl or in conjunction with the Super Bowl and, ending before football. So, but I will say this, that's been a popular question, is Pebble, because the weather is always bad. Even like with Riviera, what would Riviera be? Now, obviously, California can get pretty hot in the summer, but if Riviera is a playoff event, I think part of what you're seeing is, hey, we need to be playing more iconic venues at peak times of the year. And Pebble, the weather's so bad. The Champions Tour has a Pebble event in September. It's stunning. Every day is perfect. It's like never rains. It's not like you just got to go there at the right time of year. And right now it's a good spot because it's the West Coast swing. But if there's no West Coast swing, you can play Pebble whenever. You'd play it in the summer.
Pebble's a tough one because Hick had a real good grassroots point. A lot of people tune into Pebble for the fun of the celebrities. And if you limit the field and you make it more about the golf than the venue, and you also get caught in no man's land. I promise you, when they play the U.S. Open, it ain't going to be 23 under that wins, right?
Sure,
You can't make the course that tough when you've got all the celebrities, which a lot of people want to see. So they're kind of in a no man's land.
Yeah,
because it's a great golf course, a top 5 on tour.
But I think our fan feedback was, hey, once we get to Saturday, Sunday, I'm done watching Chris Berman play golf.
Yeah, see,
and hit it in the water.
I don't agree with that.
Well, I'm just telling you, like, the feedback we've got from
I'm
our
telling
fan
you
council.
that the feedback from your fans are like hardcore golf fans.
No, we've got a I know what you're saying, but I don't really want to watch a 7 handicapper play golf on CBS. Do you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, as long as he's a celeb. If I know who he is, yeah, I enjoy that.
Do you really?
Sure, I do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Buddy, you need to join me in YouTube Golf Land.
Can we go to the text line on this? Because I've never heard anyone say this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think people like that. Here's Tom Brady on the 6th. I think people enjoy that. Once a year. It's not every week.
Yeah.
Well, but that's what Thursday, Friday are for. But if you're talking a signature event, Pebble Beach, once you get to the weekend, and I think you could still have that whenever this new format
used to be all through the weekend.
Yes.
Yeah, it did. That was how it was.
But then it went. I think there was a couple years where it ended on Saturday, and now it ends on Friday. And listen, this event used to have Cypress Point as one of the secondary courses. It's gone through a number of iterations.
Well, it's going to go through another one.
It will, but I think this one is unique, where you would still keep the celebs for the first 2 rounds. You could do it with a limited field as well. You'd probably have to add a third golf course. So if the field's 120, you would go 40, 40, 40 across 3 courses for 3 days. That brings Saturday back in, and then Sunday's just the golfers only, or the tour players only. So that's probably an option.
That's interesting.
I think time of year is everything, though.
Yeah. That's what they say. They say they also said course is almost too easy for the tour golfers now.
Pebble?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's soft. That's the time of year as well. Now, when the U.S. Open's there in June and they bake it out in the rut, it's brutal. And the greens are rolling 13 and a half.
Right.
And,
Yeah.
And you've seen some of those putts late in the afternoon at Pebble. God almighty, if you had the yips out there, some the grass, it's very,
I for the most part, what was rewarding about watching the golf, there it wasn't a choke. Everybody kind of ran to the end. It's just who got to the finish line a little bit ahead.
Except Sam Burns flaring a 3-iron off the tee.
But the Burns he's lucky.
Was he asked about that afterwards, or
I don't know.
I didn't see any quotes.
Well, he's lucky because there ended up being it's such a thick leaderboard that he got lost in the shuffle. Like if it had just been him and Morikawa,
right? Yeah,
it would have been more pronounced.
And really, it was kind of up. And obviously, Morikawa, bogey 17, so that changed things a little bit. But that birdie on 16, he kind of hit a spinny tee shot. He was those guys are flipping wedges into 16. He's back there ripping a 7-iron in that back right hole location to 10 feet and converts. That was a man's man kind of birdie right there. But it was exciting. It was all the guys you want to see coming down an iconic hole. I just think 8 teams playing so easy.
Yeah.
The Scotty Eagle. When's the last time you saw someone hit it to 3 feet with a 6-iron or whatever that was?
It's what it's
no one
become.
does that.
So, all right, let's turn our attention to this week's event when we come back on the other side. So we'll do that. They're playing a great golf course. This is a signature event?
Yep.
Yep. So lots of money to be had, and that means the big boys are playing. So it's
My
the
lawyer
next
should be appearing
Scotty
here
Scheffler
momentarily.
decision. The next Scotty Scheffler decision.
Oh, you're done. You're one and done. You're
he's one and
Scotty.
done.
No, apparently not.
Yeah.
Oh.
100%.
Yeah, new rule.
Yeah. No,
I have a lawyer coming
don't
to
let
Lee
him.
Lockett is coming to
Don't
argue
let
the
him.
point.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how he does.
Yeah.
Denied.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Take Jacksonville with you.
There's no place like home.
Listen to 1010XL away from home.
Oh, but anyway, Toto, we're home. Home.
Download the 1010XL and XL 92.5 FM apps for free on Apple and Android devices.
Lauren Brooks here for Terminix. When pests invade your home or business, you don't just need them out, you need them out fast. And you need to keep them out. At Terminix, they'll show up for you and eliminate pests quicker, just like they did at my house, because they care about what matters most to you. When pests show up, so does Terminix. Don't live with a pest problem, Terminix it. Visit Terminix.com today to schedule a free inspection online. That's TerMinix.com. That's right, Terminix it.
This is Frank Frangie. Over the past 11 years, the weight loss industry has seen it all. New medications, fad diets, sculpting. Yet Awaken 180 still stands alone as the proven solution for lasting weight loss. Results at awaken180weightloss.com.
If you want more teal in your daily diet, Jaguars Today with Mike Dempsey and Fat Tony. Exclusive guests, sharp analysis, and non-stop Duval football. Served by Renewal by Anderson, custom windows and doors. 10 to noon weekdays on 1010XL.
Attention Northeast Florida golfers. Save hundreds on golf at premier local courses and support youth development. The First Tee of North Florida Tour Card is your key to big savings and making a difference. For just $99, you'll unlock discounted golf and offers at top courses and local businesses all year long. Plus, every Tour Card purchase helps fund programs that build character, confidence, and life skills for kids in our community. Grab your Tour Card today at tourcard.org.
Let's talk about the sound no homeowner wants to hear. Drip, drip, drip. Still dripping. That's exactly why Duck Duck Rooter created the Love Your Pipes promotion. Plumbing problems don't scare us. Not with years of experience and honest upfront pricing on our side. Right now, you can get free plumbing assessment on all fixtures with any paid plumbing service. It's the smart move to fix the issue now before it becomes bigger. So when you're stuck, call the Duck, 904-862-6769, duckduckrooter.com.
David Garrard here. Playing in the NFL can put a lot of wear and tear on your body, especially your knees. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist has kept me mobile and ready to tackle every day.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
This is former NFL quarterback David Garrard. If your knees have taken a beating and you're finally ready to do something about it, then let Southeast Orthopedic take a look. Come on, do your knees a favor.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
Hey, Jacksonville DDH. Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your national builder of the year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% in homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit DFHSalesEvent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
Checkmate. I'm Brendan Cecilia, founder of Checkmate Coatings.
And I'm Chester, company mascot at your service.
There are two important steps to installing the perfect garage floor. The two-stage coating application, sure, but nothing is more important than preparing the floor. Our team uses diamond grinding machines to grind your floors to a smooth, level finish. Only then can we...
Hold on! You grind garage floors with perfectly lovely diamonds?
No, Chester. We grind floors to perfection using the very best ugly diamonds. Too ugly for jewelry, but perfect for the grinding pads we use to prep the surface.
Perfect preparation and application. Now that's a perfect marriage.
Ugly diamonds?
Check. Perfect preparation?
Check. Smooth, gorgeous, gleaming floors that really catch your eye? Checkmate!
Transforming your floors, making them great. Checkmate.
Visit checkmatecoatings.com.
It's Cancer Prevention Month, and Ackerman Urology reminds you to stay ahead of prostate, bladder, and kidney health. Get a yearly checkup, ask about a screening, and make self-checks a habit. To make an appointment at one of 4 locations, visit AckermanUrology.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Now, Brunch with the Tour, brought to you by
Clearwater Irrigation and Drainage too.
On 1010XL.
All right, welcome back to the Brunch with the Tour segment of the drill. We got Stuart Moore, Corporate Structure Executive Vice President.
Love it.
A lot of things getting ready. I know we got a lot of corporations lined up for this year's players. We have tickets at the end of this to give away to Tuesday.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Luda. That's
Luda.
right. Ludacris Tuesday tickets.
But this
Tuesday tickets getting kind of hard to find now.
I know.
People are showing up
I
for
know.
Luda.
I know.
Sorry, up and coming country.
This year we this
no reason to be mean.
This week we focus on Riviera.
Riviera.
I think I saw something. Is this correct? Is it Scotty, Rory, and another one of the top players in the world are 0 for at Riviera? Is that correct?
Yeah, neither one of them have won.
Okay, and there was another guy that like 0 for 27.
Yep.
It's
probably Russell Henley who you're thinking of.
No, I'm not thinking. Not thinking of Russ. I guess my point is I don't think the big boys are winning at Riviera. Why not?
Well, I mean, listen. Last year, remember, because of the fires, it was played at Torrey Pines. Wasn't played at Riviera, but Lou Good comes as defending champ. But before that, you got Hideki.
Mm-hmm.
You got John Rahm, one of the best players. Joaquin Neiman, one of the best players. Max Homa, Adam Scott.
Yeah.
Who could forget JB Holmes in 2019? Where have you gone?
Shout out JB.
Bubba, Dustin. I mean, there's some good winners. Yeah, these guys
sounds like it's a live event.
Has a lot of live there, Joaquin. Shout out. I'm talking to you, Joaquin.
Who can forget Doc Redman winning the U.S. Amateur?
Taylor Gooch.
What about Doc Redman?
I know Tiger never won there, right? Doesn't Riviera hold the distinction of the tournament that Tiger has played the most without winning?
That sounds right.
I think that's right. It's also where he played. Isn't that where he played his first event as like a 15-year-old?
Yeah, 16-year-old. Right back when it was the Nissan Open days.
And so take it one step further, isn't he? This is his tournament, right?
Yeah,
and
he's the
host
tournament
of this
host.
event.
Yep. So Genesis has been
Does that
on
mean
and
it will forever? It won't bounce out of signature status.
I
It'll
would
always
highly doubt.
Yeah,
that
it'll
would ha-
always
yeah,
be signature
yeah,
status,
yeah.
right?
Whatever,
Is Bay
however you
Hill
want to define,
signature
always correct.
and
Bay Hill.
Memorial signature,
Yep,
and
Memorial.
they'll remain
Yep.
that way.
And I think what you'll see is a few other events. I mean, because signature is basically stepping up financially as well.
Sure.
So whatever this new model looks like, there's going to be more opportunities for these signature events, and I think it's going to be a condensed season. And you're just going to see more of the best guys playing together week in and week out.
I love the signature events. I like that. I think that's kind of what fed to having a great tournament
Sure.
this weekend because these guys also realize they've got, designated opportunities to really add to the bankroll and play their best golf that week. So I'm all for it. And I'll tell you I've lost all my empathy for a certain segment of golf, and that is the professional golfers that are ranked between 80 and 200 that that complain about the opportunity. I don't care. Then go start your own tour and let me know how much money you make,
Right.
or get into the top 80 and make the big bucks.
No, for sure. I mean, listen, I think the one of the problems in golf is that we've got this handful of 10 to 15 guys who all the fans want to watch. Then we've got 200 plus total people on the roster, membership wise, and listen, is Roger Goodell spending a lot of time with the backup left guard from the Carolina Panthers to get his thoughts on the evolution of the business? Not a second.
Let me cut to the chase here while you try to explain it in your PGA Tour world. You know what the problem in golf is? Just like everything else, greed. That's the problem in golf. Greed. So if everybody wasn't so damn greedy, there'd be enough money to go around. But these guys think they're freaking superstars, and they're not. And they're just dudes who are good golfers, great golfers, the best golfers in the world. It's great. And they make a lot of money. They make too much. It's ridiculous.
They still don't make baseball money, though.
No, nor should they.
Baseball money is...
It's stupid, too.
It's ridiculous.
Well, some of it.
By the way, nothing in golf also guaranteed. Colin Morikawa could miss every cut. I'm just saying, you eat what you kill.
How much did Scotty make last year?
Plenty.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, how many guys in baseball?
How
many guys in baseball last year? I'm telling you, man. I know you think the ratings are exploding with baseball. I think you're wrong. How many guys made over $40 million last year playing baseball?
Yeah, a bunch.
Like that's ridiculous.
A few. I
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
Injury, no, it's like guaranteed $40 million.
To the point that it's top heavy, and at pro golf, they probably make make more, make less, depends on
the
your perspective.
off-course stuff is nuts.
But your typical sports fan, certain sports shouldn't generate $70 million athletes. They could be right or wrong.
You know what else? Too,
but when you get down from 30 to 100 and guys are making $2-3 million, that's
baseball guys.
bargain.
Baseball guys, I don't know. They play 162 games. Golfers, they got. I'm just so exhausted. I can't go this week. I need a mental break.
I don't know.
I mean, what a bunch.
I don't know who he's referring to.
Who is that? Is that Mrs. Doubtfire?
Yeah.
Like, what
Take your
A drive-by fruiting.
wearing his Mets quarter zip.
Yeah.
God, it's baseball season, isn't it? Oh,
Yeah. I got the Battle of Quarter Zips here. Champions Tour quarter
Oh,
zip.
yeah.
Against Mets quarter
If it's
zip.
free, it's for me. I'll take anything. It's
well,
at
that's
the global home.
we've learned that. For
Thank you.
sure. Yeah, we have. All right. We'll say this. I think it's won in the past. Player polls. It's one of the favorite golf courses on tour,
yeah.
Riviera. Have you ever played that?
I have not. Surprisingly enough.
Oh, maybe
I've
you
played
played
a lot of
behind
golf
Tiger
as
there.
a former professional and
Yeah.
just, a
Oh,
college.
maybe you played behind Tiger one time.
I
out
did.
there.
I did.
Yeah.
Tiger remembers it.
Sure.
It's pretty memorable.
Sure.
I was the 5 guy at Furman. He was the number 1 guy at Stanford. And
Correct. He
flipped.
saw
Yeah.
you.
He
Yeah.
saw me.
Your
He
eyes
warmed up
met.
next to me.
Is that your peak 5? Did you get any higher for me?
I haven't gotten my. I was only at Furman for 1 year, then I transferred to Charlotte, and we got higher there. Actually, when I was at Furman, Charlotte was top 25 in the country, and it was like, I'm going home. I'm transferring.
Okay.
I got to Charlotte. We were awful. Furman, top 25 in the
Yeah.
country. So it was
Impact.
You do the math.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. When I
Yeah.
joke about mules, I'm kind of looking in the mirror.
So what was the highest rank you achieved there at Charlotte?
I think I played I think I was a couple events. I was the number 2 guy.
What's the highest? What was
Yeah.
your best finish in a college tournament?
I have no. It's
Okay,
all
good.
like a
I
blur.
don't, because if you gave me too high a number, I was gonna have to Google.
Well, the nice thing about the late 90s is I don't think the internet really chronicled.
Yeah, you never
but,
know.
Yeah,
Never know.
I could say anything right
Yeah,
now.
right. I won
Yeah.
twice.
Won a
61. You can't look it up, though.
One at Quail Hollow.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, probably don't remember.
Yeah.
There was no Quail Hollow then. Yeah, there was. Concept. Yeah, we went out there for it open. All right. ET, update us on the standings after last week's activity.
Brought to you by our friends at Dreamfinders Homes. Give us the numbers, please, ET.
With a previous grand total of 567 grand, Dan Hicken took Scotty Scheffler and Victor Hovland, totaling him a total of 917 grand, which brings that grand total to 1.4 million.
Okay.
Taking Rory and Shane Lowry last week, they totaled him 857 grand. Adding that to his previous total of 1.4 million, Jeff Prosser now has a grand total of 2.3 million. I took Justin Rose and Xander Schauffele. They totaled me 313 million. Adding that to my previous of 2.8 brings my total to 3.1 million.
Oh, I'm catching up with you.
Yeah, you catching up. He is. And then running away with last week, the tour took Tommy Fleetwood and Russell Henley. They totaled him 1.1 million. Adding that to his previous of 2.8 million, he now sits at 3.9 million. First place is Stu. And then with the first pick, Dan Hicken.
Dan Hicken,
New
up
Scotty
first.
Scheffler,
I'll
my boy.
take Scotty Scheffler.
Yeah.
Lee, get Lee on the phone. Lee.
He's just sitting right there, fat as can be, and he can't take him.
Some problems.
Who are we going with there, Chief?
Yeah, we'll take Tommy Fleetwood.
Will you? Oh. I'm gonna take Rory.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. Scotty looking real good right about now. And this is a signature event, so that's the bag.
Yeah.
But I'd be jumping the gun if I did that. I ain't gonna do that. I'm going with
You're gonna let Stewart get Scotty Scheffler and pat his lead.
I mean, he's already in the lead. I ain't too. Hey, man, you just worried about you, man. I'm gonna go with Patrick Cantlay.
Oh, what a disaster!
The ATM. God, he's just sitting there for me, isn't he?
Yeah.
Ludwig, defending champ.
You taking him?
However, he won at Torrey last year. The
Yeah.
last guy to win at Riviera. Give me Hideki Matsuyama.
Hideki-san's playing good.
And here we go. You guys ready for this one?
Uh-huh.
You ready for it? We're going Team Japan. Give me Ryo Hisasune. The guy is on fire.
I don't like how you said that, and I don't like your your tweet yesterday. I got a problem with
My
the tweet.
Oh, that wasn't my guy. Yeah. I run corporate structure. I don't
Up
run
next
our
for him.
content.
Hey, good news for Satune. All he's got to do is wait for one more Morikawa win.
He's next.
I'm going with Russell Henley.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take Scheffler.
Oh, wow!
He just did
I'm gonna play. I'll play a signature with Rory and Scheffler. I'll take my chances playing defense. down
God,
the
what if they
stretch.
both finish like
It'd
T22?
be bad.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be bad. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna take him. I'm gonna go now, and you guys can wait as long as you want. I'm taking him. Hick, me and you, we're on the Scheffler train. That's it. It's over.
That's it. We're done.
The journey is through. Hopefully he'll come through for you this week. I know this. You're going to make top 5 money. But that ain't enough, is it, Dan? I need this joker to win. I need Rory and Scheffler. 1-2. Battle to the stretch. All righty, you got one left, buddy.
No, I took mine.
No, I'm sorry, Dan. Dan has one left.
I'll take Morikawa and go back to back. Shock the world. Now that the pressure's off, just play free.
God.
There we
Dialed
go.
in with those irons.
Feels good.
Let's
There we
go.
I feel like anxious for taking Scheffler. I feel like I got already second thought. Should I have done that? What have I done? It's like when I choke my fantasy drafts in football.
You got 19 top 10s in a row. So.
Yeah, I know, but like you said, you really got to, you
got to win.
Yeah,
you
you need
cash
like a
in.
2 or what does second place get 2 something?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need a second or better.
Yeah. All right, that's Dreamfinders Homes picks. Stuart, good to see you.
Off to work
Back
on the
you go.
infrastructure.
That's right. Here we go.
Yeah, get some corporate structure set up.
Restructure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Whatever structure you got to do.
Couple of Zooms.
You handle it.
Couple of Zooms, a long lunch. We'll
Org
be back at
charts,
it.
spans, and layers. I'm looking at all of it.
How many martinis at lunch today?
Couple.
All right.
Couple, sure.
Get you through the day.
Full McConaughey, Wolf of Wall Street. And then we'll do 2 more.
It is.
One of us passes the out.
It's the Catlin Chuck Accessories Tuesday on that note. What do we got? Tickets to give away?
Whoa.
Yeah, I got a pair of Tuesday tickets.
Oh, go
It's
time.
military appreciation and Luda.
Oh, man.
Ludacris is
Oh,
performing.
these are a hot ticket right now.
641-1010.
641-1010. Hit me up right now if you want these here tickets.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
I'm Greg Coleman, former Reigns High Viking and Minnesota Viking.
This is Bill Polian of ESPN
on 1010 XL.
92.5 FM.
Why'd I go to the doctor? Working on the farm, my heart kept skipping a beat. I didn't think much of it, but my daughters made me get checked out. Turns out I have atrial fibrillation, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
Visit notimetowait.com. Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
I'm Frank Frangie with the Nimnik Nugget. Have you noticed how similar Liam Cohen and Todd Golden are? They're both 40 years old. Golden's about 4 months older, but they're both the same. They've got an edge to them. They're super smart. They're offensive-minded. They connect with their players. They connect with their fans. That's why Golden won the national championship a year ago, and that's why Liam Cohen won 13 games in his first year as an NFL coach. And I can't wait to see what either one of them do next. I'm Frank Frangie for the Nimnik family of dealerships. Fall in love with a new Chevy at Nimnik Chevrolet. Frank Frangie here. Right now, save up to 20% off a new Silverado or get financing rates as low as 1.9%. Unlike most dealerships, Nimnik Chevrolet has the largest inventory on the ground, ready for you to explore. And with their extensive selection, you're sure to find your perfect truck or SUV at Nimnik. Shop online 24/7 at nimnikchevy.com or visit the dealership at the corner of Park and Cassett. So who's got more new vehicles at the best prices? Nobody but Nimnik. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On February 17th, 1974, Richard Petty won his 5th Daytona 500, becoming the first driver to win back-to-back 500s.
When you're faced with damage in your home from water, fire, or mold, you need a team with the expertise to fix it right. RestoPros! A locally owned, nationally backed franchise that's here to help you when you need them. A team that does it right the first time. RestoPros! Remember, you don't have to use the insurance company's preferred contractors. Get it done right by a licensed professional you can trust. Call 904-201-9151 or go to RestoProsNEFlorida.com. That's RestoProsNEFlorida.com. RestoPros!
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Not everyone is built for a cubicle. At Local 234, apprentices get paid to learn hands-on skills like plumbing, pipe fitting, HVAC, the stuff Jacksonville runs on. No endless lectures, no massive student debt, just hands-on training, real jobs, and real pay. This is how you level up, by doing work that actually matters. Check them out at UA234.com. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Local 234. Make the right connection.
Baloo here for Smunez Vision. Why Smunez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smunez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smunez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smunez is fellowship-trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmunezVision.com today. Care you can see.
Frank Frangie here. If you're expecting a tax return this year, here's a smart way to use it. Invest in new tires from Big Chief Tire. It's one of the best things you can do for your car and your safety. I've been going to Big Chief for years because they do it right every time. Put that refund to good use and hit the road with confidence. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 today and let Big Chief take care of you. That's Big Chief Tire.
Did you know there's local savings sitting in your mailbox right now? Money Pages is packed with real coupons from your favorite local businesses. Save money at restaurants like Al's Pizza, on pet care at Forever Vets, and on entertainment for the whole family at the Alhambra Theater. Plus, make sure to download the Money Pages app for savings on the go.
Pages in your mailbox right now.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update brought to you by Awaken 180. I'm ET. When Gators head coach John Summerall joined the Chuck Oliver Show, they spoke on the transfer portal. Head coach Summerall spoke on how he decided he would use the transfer portal.
In a perfect world, and if we're adding 6 to 8 guys out of the portal every December, that means or January, it means we've kept a lot of our roster together and we're able to target really high-end, top-end guys. When you're having to add as many guys as we did this year, you have to maybe layer who the type of players are. They're not all maybe coming in to be day one starters. They all have to have a different role to help make our team well-rounded and have the right type of depth.
At 9:03, it's 58 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cool with Bueller. Stay tuned because the 9 o'clock hour is next right here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. This is your Duval Minute, brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
One of the hidden gems of the 2025 season was the play of Trevor Lawrence running the football. His legs, where he was encouraged to start doing. Now, we know about the 9 touchdowns, but he also had 110 yards rushing and 12 first downs on third downs. Top 3 among all offensive players. The rushing value on third down is huge. Of Lawrence's 14 rushing attempts on third down, 12 earned the Jags a first down. And that's your Duval Minute, brought to you by our friends at Lift Power. Always on look for experienced lift, truck, and dock and door technicians in the Jacksonville area. The Lift Power benefits, 401k, company vehicle, paid training, sign-on bonus. Lift Power voted one of the best places to work year in and year out. Rapidly growing, Lift Power proudly serving Jacksonville for more than 50 years. They're family-owned and operated. You have an opportunity to be part of the family. All you have to do is go to liftpower.com. That's liftpower.com.
I'm faded, feeling X-rated. It's Mr. Nasty time. Oh, Mr. Nasty time. The nasty time.
We're talking about some of the oddities of certain programs that you would have expected would have done more.
Yeah.
Nebraska's never won a tournament game.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Imagine that.
Crazy.
It's one thing for Tennessee to have never been to the Final Four, for this team to have never done that, but you would think that if you're a Power 5 team in any league, and I know they're relatively new to the Big Ten, but if you're a Power 5 in any league, you would think that you would have won a tournament game at some point.
I was getting these Trevor Lawrence numbers from Yahoo Sports, and it's a good article, and it talked about how Parker Washington was a big-time help on third downs, and obviously the trade for Jacoby Myers and the help the offense. And we talked yesterday about how they averaged 33.6 points a game over the last 8, which was the best in the league. Some sustaining numbers for this Jaguars offense. And so I wonder if part of the part of the discussion is if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I think I can get more out of these guys. I think I can do more with these guys. So let's keep ETN. Let's not trade Brian Thomas Jr. And let's maybe roll with, we have our continuity on the offensive line, and that was good enough. So let's see what we can do. And then if Travis is healthy, we'll work him in some too, and we'll get going. I wonder if that's the thought, or is it because they have to do some changes on the defensive side of the ball. So I wonder if on the offensive side of the ball, they sit there and say, or I think, if we do this and this and this, we can be even better. Be interesting to see what their thought process is.
I agree with you on, and it's what makes me hesitant to include Brian Thomas Jr. in a deal. I don't know that ETN and the running back matters as much. I don't know if things change as much, if that position is interchanged. As far as, the offense getting in rhythm and, at the end of the day, we got a running back who was 10 for 67, who was gashing the opponent. We're at home in a playoff game, and we stopped running him. I mean, at the end of the day, why are we, why pay a ton?
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's revisited. The Jags aren't the only one. Liam Cohen's not the only one. I've seen other coaches. I saw another comparison of a team that was running the ball with great effect, and then for whatever reason get to the second half and just start throwing it. I would definitely I would say this, Hick, what's our best attribute next year as a football team as we sit here right now would be our passing offense, the quarterback, the receivers, and the tight end. That's the strongest part of our team.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I'm not going to go jacking around with that when I've got other areas that I can improve.
It's time. I need the timpani, please. It's time for the Dan Hicken Winter Olympics report. The Winter Olympics grabbing this country by the throat and us all gathered around the televisions each and every night, diving into the cold weather Winter Olympics. Man, it was snowing. I think they had to. I was watching last night at work. I think they had to cancel the final jump in one of those long jump competitions. I would be ticked if I've been training for 4 years, man. We're going to do it. Let's come back tomorrow. But we got to do it. But yeah, here are all the news and notes from the Winter Olympics that they're scared to tell you. Road to recovery. Lindsey Vonn returning home after her Olympic injury horror.
She says she's not done. We'll see.
She's still not able to stand, but she's not done.
It would help if you could stand.
Yeah. Skier wins Olympic race backwards in a wild scene. I couldn't believe my eyes. It was one of those flying through the air. They landed, they were backwards, and they beat the guy next to them. Unbelievable.
I'm supposed to take that as an athletic accomplishment, am I?
We finally broke through. We have a mono bobber. Mono bobber.
I guess that means it's a one-man bobsled.
That's
which
right.
I would think would be called that skeleton.
Finally wins first gold medal in their 5th Olympics. Congratulations.
I mean, that sounds
41 years young.
I mean, that sounds like sledding. Maybe I can do it at 59. I used to love to sled as a child. Sledding's the best.
Jake Paul's fiance is that Dutch speed skater. She's a hottie.
Yeah, I know that.
Apparently, she could net $1 million for flaunting her bra during her Olympic triumph.
Oh.
She unzipped the thing, and she was and very happy, and
she wasn't doing it suggestively. That's just how it was interpreted by the perv audience.
Yeah.
He's Merv the perv.
There you go. American-born skier. That's our girl who nets all that money in China, competing for China. Fails to defend the Big Air title in the Olympic heartbreaker.
Good for you. Ha.
Yeah, so she lost.
Take that back to your communist land.
More Olympic news and notes that they're too scared to tell you.
Okay.
France bans an Olympic hockey player for the rest of the Olympics after a fight with a Canadian star.
France, we don't fight.
We do that. Sit down.
We are cities of love.
Sacre bleu.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I don't know what in the women's hockey team's a juggernaut. And,
they're a juggernaut.
They're going to play Canada, and really probably I think what happens, and I'm not positive here, I think what happens is there's 2 countries that play women's hockey, and the rest there's a pathway to the Olympics if we can, kind of like the Jamaican bobsled team.
Yeah.
If we can just put together a hockey team so they find
go to Angola or something, get an African women's hockey team or something.
8 girls that can skate, they throw a puck down, and they go out there, and the U.S. beats them 12-0.
Okay.
I
As they say in hockey, let's do that hockey.
I think that's how it works. I'm not positive.
It used to be like that in soccer, and the world catches up. I mean, again, it's a testament to women's empowering women in this country, which can get criticized from time to time, but we are the leaders worldwide, light years ahead of every other country in the history of civilization in promoting and supporting our women, and in this case, girls in women's sports. And this is the payoff.
And as you know, I like to follow the medal tracker, and it's Norway and Italy.
I honestly, I don't understand how Norway in any kind of Olympic in any kind of worldwide competition, other than Norwegian spelling bee.
Yeah.
I don't know how Norway can lead the entire world in an athletic competition.
I didn't know.
It's like the size of West Virginia, Norway.
Well, for those who don't know, I'm going to give you a little bit about Norway. It's officially the Kingdom of Norway.
Okay.
It's a Nordic country, obviously. It comprises the western and northernmost parts of the Scandinavian peninsula up there in northern Europe. Also has the remote Arctic island Jan Mayen and Bouvet Island as well. Bouvet. Harold V of the House of Glucksburg is the current king of Norway. Harold V, he's pretty proud right now. The capital of Norway is?
Oslo.
Oslo, Norway. Very good, Jeff Prosser. Recognized official language is?
Norwegian.
Norwegian, that's correct. All right. 78.6 ethnic Norwegian, 21.4 non-Norwegian. In case you're wondering, it's a Christian country, 68.5 Christianity.
What was the percentage of Christianity?
68.5.
Okay.
The government is unitary parliamentary constitutional monarchy. The king, as I said, is Harold V. The prime minister is Jonas Gahr Store.
I'm assuming that by now the prime minister, runs things, and the king is just a ceremonial
monarch. Type. There's 5.6 million people in Norway. That's 116th, by the way. Per capita though, 107,000 per capita GDP. So pretty good cash money to make in Norway. They're in the summer time zone is what they're in.
Okay.
And, it's Norway. A little information about Norway. It's way up there, way high up there. It's cold in Norway. Hence, they're good in sports of the winter variety.
I wonder, in summertime, what is the temperature in Norway? I wonder.
-12. No one knows.
Yeah, I don't. I think it certainly warms up to. I mean, you have golf courses in Norway, don't you?
Of course you do.
Sure. I mean, give me just to go one step further. Give me the Norway temperature breakdown there. Do we get in the highs in the 70s or what?
Lofoten Lynx,
sure.
Stiklestad Golf Club, and Losby Golf Club.
Okay.
That's Club KLUBB.
Okay.
They look beautiful.
KLUBB also fascinates me in a way. I mean, it kind of adds to the experience.
Norway's temperature varies significantly by region and season. A maritime climate along the coast, colder, drier continental climate. Wintertime, typically -6 to 3 degrees Celsius. That's 21 to 37.
Yeah.
March to May, it's beautiful, 43 to 59. Summertime, 55 to 77. In the fall, we get a little chilly, 37 to 57.
Yeah, but in some places in summer, it can go as high as 86 degrees.
But stay out of Tromsø. That's up there in the Arctic North. That is frigid.
I bet you it's also one of those places, too, where you're having fun. It's 71 degrees, and then, a cold snap comes through on September 12th, and then you don't see the ground again until,
just so
May.
you know, today is a tough day in Norway. High at 23, low at 14.
That's a little chill. You better love outdoor sports.
Rest of the week, 21.6 and 21.7.
Well, I tell you one thing you do.
You ever been to Norway?
Negative.
Yeah. You know what you do forget?
Yeah.
Because I think we kind of think of if you look at Europe, they're the same latitude. You've got how far north those things are. They're northern Canada north on the globe.
Yeah.
If you go to Norway and you take its latitude, it's way north of the United States of our coldest spot.
Is it way north?
I'm
latitude, longitude.
I got to wonder. Let's.
Norway's sort of west of Sweden and Finland, and they're up there right across from Iceland's not too far from Norway. Quite honestly, Iceland's just to the east of Norway. So, in fact, I'll be close to Norway this summer. I may jet over there and check it out. Yeah,
jet over there while you're scooting about.
Yeah, just across some sort of water thing. I don't know what that is. What is that body of water, Jeffrey?
Which one?
What's the body of water between the United Kingdom and Norway?
Is that not the Atlantic Ocean?
Is that what it is? Might be.
English Channel is not there. That's down further south, I would suppose. I think that's just.
I
like
have an announcement.
it's
I,
the
Dan
North
Hicken,
Atlantic,
this
isn't
summer
it?
plan to swim the English Channel.
The North. I think that would go down as the North Atlantic, wouldn't it?
All right, well, let's see what it says. Let's see
by
if
the way,
Jeff Prosser
I
with the
got
blue question is correct. The body of water between Norway and the United Kingdom is the North Sea. I'm sorry,
North
you're incorrect.
Sea.
The North
That's a good
Sea.
one. Which is a
It's
part
an arm of the Atlantic Ocean, as you
Okay.
know.
It's North Atlantic.
Approximately 570,000 square kilometers, bordered by Norway to the northeast and the UK to the west.
Nice.
It's a critical, shallow shipping and resource-rich area, Jeff.
Say shallow
Critical.
shipping real fast.
Oh, dear.
I've got your Norway where it sits north in comparison.
Okay, great.
Norway has a.
I think it's Canada.
It aligns. It matches the latitude of northern Alaska.
Yeah.
So that's
Way
north
up
of
there.
Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah. Way up there.
Yeah, that's right across from the straits.
You can see Putin from the tower there.
This is the drill. Save us.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, 1010XL, giving you more to dig.
Can you dig it?
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 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Could you imagine? There was a time you could just tell your kids to shut up, right to their face. No explanations, just shut up. How much easier would that have been? Why is the sun hot? I don't know. Why don't you shut up? Well, that was uncalled for.
Tom Papa Live in the Grateful Bread Tour. Saturday, February 21st, on stage at Florida Theater. Tickets are on sale now at floridatheater.com.
Scholar athletes prepare themselves to win at life.
1010XL and Southeast Orthopedic Specialists shine the spotlight on the Scholar Athlete of the Week. Wednesdays on The Franchi Show. Checked by
The Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 234.
If you've been in an auto accident, you can count on the experts at San Jose Collision to return your vehicle to pre-accident conditions. San Jose Collision can also provide a fresh paint job to freshen up your vehicle or completely change its appearance. They can paint and repair all foreign and domestic cars and trucks. When quality and professionalism are important to you, trust San Jose Collision in Mandarin.
When persistent plumbing problems leave you feeling flushed, don't panic. Call Roland Reich. They quote all pricing in advance, so your only surprise is how quickly they'll solve your issue. Roland Reich Plumbing, PlumbingJacksonville.com.
Coach Campo here, and I just want to tell you about the best pizza I've had right here in Duval, and that's Tony D's Pizza. Tony works hard to make every slice perfect. If you love pizza like I do, you need to go to Tony D's, Bay Meadows and 295.
This is Jeff Middlecoff with Cogent Bank. My associate Ryan Salem and I joined Cogent Bank because we wanted to revolutionize the mortgage business, just like Cogent Bank has revolutionized the banking business. So Ryan Salem and I are able to leverage the power and stability of Cogent Bank to go out and find our clients the best investors, the best products, and the best rates in the entire country for your particular mortgage loan. Of course, you don't have to be a customer at Cogent Bank to take advantage of our mortgage services to buy or refinance your home. We offer jumbo loans, VA, FHA, conventional, and investment loans. At Cogent Cogent Bank, we offer mortgages nationwide, so we can help you with a second home or help a family member who lives or is moving to another state. Call Ryan Salem or myself, Jeff Middlecoff, at Cogent Bank today, 904-442-9191, to see how we can help you with any of your mortgage loan needs, whatever or wherever they may be.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Cogent Bank, NMLS ID 402296, Ryan Salem, NMLS ID 1182429, Jeff Middlecoff, NMLS ID 249086.
Get your tickets for the Tom Coughlin J Fund Wine Tasting Gala. Join Super Bowl winning coach Tom Coughlin at VyStar Ballpark Thursday, March 5th and raise a glass to help local families tackling childhood cancer. Enjoy hundreds of wines from around the world and food from top local restaurants. Buy tickets and learn more at tcjfund.org/wine. tcjfund.org/wine.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, take it, Riri. Huh? Yeah, Riri.
Nah.
Nikki.
Nah.
Don't know.
I don't know it either.
Welcome back to the show. Sticks Jeremiah threw out a mock. Shout out Sticks. It's his second one, mock 2.0. He still has Mendoza to the Raiders. David Bailey all the way up to number 2. Can the kid pick him or what? Me and Sticks on the same page there. That guy's a playmaker. David Bailey, Texas Tech edge rusher. Cardinals then take that offensive tackle from Miami. Tennessee gets Reuben Bain. Giants go Carnell Tate. They're going to go receiver. That's crazy. Another offensive tackle. This one going from Utah to Cleveland. Then Arvell Reese all the way down to number 7. I don't remember. Did you guys watch SC this year? This Makai Lemon kid. He gets up there high. He's the 8th pick.
Well, is he the receiver?
Yeah. You remember him at all?
I do. I think on NCAA, he's like the fastest player on NCAA.
He must be. Jeremiah Love to the Chiefs. Oh, the Chiefs finally get an elite back. That would be big. See who else we got here. Here's somebody I'm not familiar with. The Rams taking Emmanuel. Shout out. McNeil Warren, a Toledo safety. Sonny Styles to the Bucks.
Sounds like a performer. Sonny Styles.
Sonny Styles. Let's see. Mesidor to the Cowboys at 20. The Browns with our pick get Monroe Freeling, who's a Georgia offensive lineman. Man, quarterbacks. Scarce. Casey Concepcion, 32nd.
Did Ty Simpson, did you mention him in round 1?
No. He's not in round 1.
I've seen some of those mock drafts along the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of fascinating how they're doing it. And move the sticks. Receivers go 6 deep in his first 32. He's big on the receivers, so the window to designate.
That's good. You know what, though? There's some trickle down here. If you're good in a position, if you're solid in a position, it's great that that's a good draft position because you'll see teams in front of you draft that position, whereas like the Jags wouldn't be inclined in the first few rounds to draft receiver.
Don't think so.
No, you just paid Jacoby Myers.
I think the Jags are going to be really BPA-ing by the time you get to 56.
Unless they move, unless they really like a guy, they pack, they do some packaging.
Right.
But yeah, I would, and I think it's to your point. If that second round pick is a running back that they have ranked 22 on their board, I think they'd take him. Not sure every franchise would do that. Even if the question becomes, if you got a running back, you got ranked 22, but you got an edge rusher, you got ranked 31. One's a much bigger need, and they're both way overvalued. Maybe you don't go strictly BPA, but you still are catered pretty much that way.
The window to designate franchise and transition players opens today. Projected franchise tag numbers per spot track. Quarterback, $47.4 million. Receiver, $28. You had asked me about running back, $14.2.
Yeah, $14.2. That's what I thought. 14.
Second lowest position behind, just in front of kickers and punters.
Wow.
Tight ends, 16. Safeties, 20. Safeties and corner are the same.
I mean, the fact that guards make more than running backs is silly.
O-line, 27.8.
Now look, we got to, in fairness, you got to play your way into that top status to get that. Most guards never get anything close to that. Now, if you emerge as one of the best because the franchise pays you the at best of the average 3, is it? Top 3 or top 5?
3.
Yeah, so you're getting that. There aren't many of the like. I wonder if you looked at every guard salary, you probably got that number that sets the bar, and then I bet you got a bunch of
low numbers.
Although, I mean,
Low.
what'd they pay Macari? $12 million a year, maybe? I don't remember. I don't know what do you? Yeah, what
That's Riviera Country Club.
Yeah, it's just tucked in the middle of neighborhoods.
Middle of
Yeah,
L.A., man.
yeah. A lot of the old golf courses are like that. You know,
Yeah, it's kind of neat to see all that.
Riviera, Hyde Park, same vibe. Tucked in. We were talking about the Olympics in Norway, and my gosh, how do they do it? From the text line Design My Lifetime Enclosures, they did a special on Norway yesterday during the Olympics. There's literally 6-year-olds going off the long jump on skis. Maybe that's why. Start early there.
Tell me if this makes sense, you guys. This is crazy. Logan Paul may have insider traded his own Pikachu illustrator on Polymarket. Nearly a week before the sale, a new wallet was created and began betting that the sale price would exceed 10, 12, 15 million. The combined position size for those 3 bets were almost 190,000. To make it look normal, the same wallet also bought positions that the sale price would exceed 18 and 20 million, but the combined size of those 2 bets was only $1,300. When the sale happened, the wallet made over $300,000 in profit.
God.
So he had insider traded his own Pikachu illustrator on Polymarket. Maybe.
These prediction markets, these markets, they're too easily manipulated. We had the story of, and I know it's not the exact same thing, but you know, Giannis is one of the investors in Kashi, and then he, you know, this whole big trade rumor he feeds, knowing all along he's not going to go, and you make whoever bets on that side. It's kind of weak. Much less maybe illegal. It's fraudy, isn't it? Fraudy.
Fraudy. I like that.
Yeah. Feels kind of fraudy.
Yeah. Fraudy?
Fraudy.
Rhymes with that rhymes with shoddy.
It does.
You dropped a stat earlier this morning that I wasn't aware of, and Florida has their 4th different SEC Player of the Week in college basketball after Xavier Lee won this week. That's amazing. You said it's the first time in program history. I would have to think it hadn't happened many times in any conference's history where a single school has 4 different guys win Player of the Week.
Yeah, I don't know.
I could see it in football. You know, you might have a football power has 8 different guys over the course of the year get a Player of the Week. You got offense and defense when it comes to that, but that's a, you know what it makes you root for? It makes you root for Boogie Flan to have one whale of a week and make it the entire starting 5 wins a Player of the Week at one point. But Chinyelu, Houck, and Condon had already won Player of the Week at some point of this season, and now Xavier Lee, which is a far cry from how he started his Gator career, is now the Player of the Week. So 4 in 1 year is Shazam. That's remarkable. Florida plays against South Carolina tonight. It's hard to imagine that's much of a game. They won at South Carolina. Checks notes by 1,000. They beat them 1,112 to 47.
They did beat them by like 47 points.
It was 90-something to 40-something, wasn't it? Yeah.
And they're 21.5-point favorites tonight. Would you take the spread?
Yeah, but I would have taken it against Kentucky and lost.
Yeah.
Kentucky felt fishy, but at the end of the day, that's how Florida's beating teams. The 23, I see it 23.5. So if the 21.5. I mean, it might be that at halftime. I wonder what the halftime line is. Play that one.
I'm sorry, I got a picture here. There's a picture of this dude, fattest man in the world back in 1890. They said people paid top dollar to see this guy. He's a chunky dude. They said today he'd be the 3rd fattest guy at the Walmart.
Believable. I'll tell you the scary photo. If you don't know what big food has done to us all, how they've just filled us full of addictive, chemically, enhanced and burdened foods, there's the picture that goes around. It's just a picture, a wide shot of the beach in Southern California in 1968. Okay, and all the people that are on the beach. And then that same photo in 2018 or 2024, and everybody in 24 is twice the size of the people on the beach in 1968. And part of it is because when you buy a Coke, you buy a freaking gallon of Coke is what they give you.
You know how they say Big Brother's listening?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
On my timeline right now, I'm taking a look at, and this looks like fun, the Northern Lights train in Norway.
Well, that would be fun. The Northern Lights sound cool as get out to me.
And, I mean, this is well lit, and you lay in your bed and watch the Northern Lights above you. It's all glass.
Yeah.
Just cruising around Norway. I'm in, baby. I'll be leaving. When are the Northern Lights?
The Northern Lights sound like, I think you can go to the, I know there are places in Canada you can go. You can even go like up in the Dakotas at certain times of the year. You might not have to leave the U.S.
Late September to early April, the best time to see the Northern Lights. The nights are long and dark. Peak viewing occurs between December and February. What? I'm off tomorrow.
You heading over?
I'm heading out.
Are you looking at Norway's Northern Lights?
Yeah, best time to see them in Norway. Yeah. The aurora is most frequently active between 6 and 2 a.m. The aurora. Yeah.
You got viewing locations, top viewing locations from September to March.
Yeah.
In Alaska, Montana, Idaho, Michigan, and Maine.
Idaho?
If you want to, no, Idaho. If you want to stay closer to home. Best months, late September through March. I say we go ahead and put in the proposal and we go do the show in Maine next week.
Next week, we're in Maine.
For the Northern Lights.
With the Northern Lights.
They'd probably be and we start the show at 6 a.m. They'd probably be bright in the sky above us.
I'll put in the paperwork.
This is cool. Put in the paperwork.
They'd be freezing.
Get us the remote set up.
Uh-huh.
And then make sure you get into the petty cash.
Got you.
Because we're gonna need some petty cash for the trip.
Have you seen the Northern Lights before? Do you know what we're talking about?
No, I'm familiar with it. I've never seen them.
Yeah. I'm looking at some of the pictures. This looks like something. This might scare you to death, actually. It looks like it's sort of alien invasion going on with these things.
Because it's a 9 o'clock nasty, I think a little mood modifying in the Northern Lights will be a big win.
Little local legal?
Oh.
This is the drill. It's Cal and Truck Accessories Tuesday.
Got my attention.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Now, another classic moment in Jags history.
Trudell with time looking long down the field for Jimmy Smith, who's got separation, and he makes the catch. Touchdown!
The home of the home team you grew up with. 1010XL.
Welcome to Key Buick GMC, proudly family-owned and operated since 1943. Come see why they're North Florida's new and pre-owned truck center, conveniently located on Southside and JTB, just minutes from the St. John's Town Center. At Key Buick GMC, every new vehicle comes with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Key Buick GMC, we are professional grade. Online at KeyBuickGMC.com. Lifetime powertrain warranty covers engine, transmission, drivetrain only. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
Hey, Icken here for my friends at Beaches Dermatology. Nobody takes better care of your skin, your skincare needs. They have skincare products and Beaches Dermatology. I had a hydrofacial there once, man. It was terrific. I would highly endorse you setting up your lady friend or yourself with a hydrofacial. It's a great gift, and it's a gift that, man, 1 hour of pure bliss. Check them out if you want. You can make your appointment online at beachesdermatology.com. But for all your skincare needs, all your skincare products, go see Dr. Boudreaux, Dr. Metz, Dr. Fader with the Mohs surgery. If something should arise that you need to get checked out on your skin, I've been going them for decades now, and I'm glad I have. Had a couple of Mohs surgeries myself, couple basal cell carcinomas removed, and I'm very glad that I did. Check them out, Beaches Dermatology. Plenty of locations to serve you, and find out through beachesdermatology.com.
Greenlaw Group is for the insured. If you think you have roof damage, call 904-302-7055 today, and they will schedule you a free roof inspection. Trust their law firm to help you fight your insurance when you need it. These storms can cause damage you may not even see yet. Call Greenlaw Group, 302-7055. There's no cost to retain their law firm and no cost to have your roof inspected. They only get paid if you win. Greenlaw Group, for the insured.
Brian Wall here. Would you take your paycheck, go to the bank, cash it, and then simply throw it up in the air? I didn't think so. But in a way, over the years, that is exactly what you're doing if you have old or builder-grade windows in your home. Even if you have a brand new home, those windows are not the best windows you can have to save on your energy bills. Window World has sold millions of replacement windows to homeowners like you, and Window World's customer satisfaction is the highest in the business. Please check Window World out yourself and save on your new windows and on your energy bills. Compare with other companies and you'll see Window World is simply the best for less. It's up to you. You can call Window World and get a free estimate, get the best guarantee in the window replacement business, save money on your new windows, and save more on your energy bills. Call Window World today at 904-443-7001 or go online to windowworldneflorida.com. Thank you for your business.
Window World also offers energy-efficient doors.
What Major League Baseball player was once walked intentionally with the bases loaded?
For over 20 years, Southern Oak Insurance has given Floridians a better alternative to their current homeowners policy. See what you can get with Southern Oak. Log on to southernoak.com.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
Barry Bonds, who has the most career walks, was once walked intentionally with the bases loaded. Better one-run scoring than a whole lot more.
Southern Oak Insurance. Our family protecting yours.
Bueller.
Stay cooler with Bueller. I'm starting to realize being a homeowner isn't all upside, Jason.
I mean, it does give you a place to live.
Yeah, but now suddenly I need to know the names of all the people I need to look after my house.
Like who?
Like if my air conditioner breaks in the middle of the heat wave, I need to know who I call to fix it.
That's me. You know me.
But what if my water heater dies or my toilet backs up?
That would also be me. Bueller Air and Plumbing.
Okay, fine, but what about my duct cleaning and my water filtration and my sewer drain? Where am I going to find all those guys if something goes wrong? I'm just a guy with a house and a dream and...
This pair of sunglasses.
Whoa.
Bueller Air and Plumbing is the only name you need to know. Our club members even get 2 free visits a year, so you know we're there when you need us.
Well, that's cool. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focus, fueled, fearless, Farah. Now, the Monahan's golden moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
A little nugget here for those who pay attention. FSU basketball has been playing better. So they much better with Luke Laux, and as he gets his guys in there, and they of course have a kid, Beach Rat from Fletcher, who's been a big part of their team this year. Leger Jones has done nicely. He started, I believe, at Tarleton State, and they host Boston College, which should be a win tonight. BC's 9-16. Man, BC has not done well in sports.
I know it's a different league,
Except
but
hockey.
it almost plays into the Big East talks.
Yeah.
They feel like kind of like a Big East team, even though they're not at the time. They were at one point, though.
Who?
Boston College.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the day, they were a Big East team, so they have that Big East feel. The Big East is down, Boston College is down, and to your point, FSU has been playing better. It's funny, I was going to finish with a college basketball nugget as well, and mine is I'm getting SEC vibes from this Big 12 now that everything's playing out, and none of them are perfect, but man, that combo of Houston, Arizona, Iowa State, Kansas, Texas Tech, that 5, I'm not sure we won't see 2 of that 5 in the Final Four. We'll see. Florida plays tonight against South Carolina.
Adam Farrell, who's
they call him the Feral Cat.
The Feral Cat, NFL, it says insider and reporter, home of the Atom Bomb. I don't really know how many bombs he's dropped.
The Atom Bomb. ADAM.
Oh, wait a minute.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
What does this say? Turn on notifications for NFL parody updates.
Yeah, there you go. Parody account.
Caught you, Adam, before I went with it. Good thing. No, sir, you're not getting me. Sorry. I'll take a pass on that. John Shipley's put out the updated list of Jaguar pending free agents. We've talked about them: Devin Lloyd, ETN, Monteric Brown, Greg Newsome, Andrew Wiggard. Guys, who would you rather have, Greg Newsome or Buster Brown?
Oh, come on, man. It's easy.
Is it?
Buster.
Okay. All right. Jeff?
Yeah. I'm sorry, what was it again?
Who would you rather have, Buster Brown or Greg Newsome? He said it was easy.
I would take Monteric Brown.
Who's going to get a better contract in free agency?
A better for us or for them?
for them.
For
Who's
them?
gonna make more money? Greg Newsome or
I
Monteric
think
Brown?
Buster probably will.
He better.
Yeah.
Because you said it was easy.
Yeah. Well, yeah, 'cause I think he's a better player.
Okay, that's fine.
That's why I
I'm
would
not
wanna keep
disputing.
him.
I wouldn't be shocked if Greg Newsome got a better deal than Buster Brown.
Because of the
The
seniority.
name and but we'll see. We'll see. I think Dewey will probably try to find himself a place to go. We'll see what's out there. So they did re-sign Matt Dickerson and DJ Dallas yesterday. Jags have 12 unrestricted free agents remaining. De'Ami Brown will get somewhere, but he won't be getting $10 million. Quentin Morris, Dewan Smoot, Emmanuel Agba, Austin Johnson, Tim Patrick, and Dennis Gardeck are all UFAs. So
Look, there are guys in there that they will keep.
yeah, probably are.
Yeah, I mean, look, not everyone goes and gets some monster deal. If you're guard deck, you probably come back on the cheap. They can get him on the cheap. He was a good player. It also depends on what you're losing and who can fill what role.
Yes. A lot of these guys are in position of fighting for another year,
Right.
Fighting for their
Sure.
a roster spot. is what they're
And
doing.
you know what?
When I see Gardeck, Patrick, Austin Johnson, guys who had moments last year, don't get me wrong.
Let me tell you another way to gauge interest.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at it. The Rams apparently are in search of a cornerback. And I looked at a list of 15 cornerbacks, some under the radar. Ain't no Monteric Brown on there. I mean, they're very visible to us.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's some notion that Monteric Brown's going to trot off and get paid big by someone. He's in a long line of cornerbacks that are out there and available. And that's a spot where he earns another one here. And then in 3 years, if he's ready to be a big time, free agent signee, he will be.
Danny Murphy's got some explaining to do.
What do you mean? What happened?
I'm reading on this baseball players and the MLBPA, that's the Major League Baseball Players Association, supposed to hold its first meeting with players this spring today at Cleveland's camp.
Okay.
That meeting was abruptly canceled today and leaves the union without its top leader in a bargaining year.
What do you mean?
Tony Clark plans to resign as executive director of the Major League Baseball Players Association, according to Jeff Passan. Clark's resignation comes in the wake of the Eastern District of New York's investigation into alleged financial improprieties at the union. What are those?
Maybe the higher the signing bonus, the more they pocket. What do we got? Some sort of fraud going on? What do we got?
Danny Murphy, we got some explaining to do.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. I mean, this could be a huge scandal, or it could be nothing. But man, the
timing of it,
the near billions of dollars that are thrown around in player procurement. I don't know what role the PA has in all that. I don't know where they get money, what the financial improprieties would be. Would it be the dues that are paid in, or are they going back out? I don't know. This would have to be further explained, and I'm sure it will be here in the next.
Clark is currently under federal investigation regarding a licensing company.
So, in other words, like finding some dummy corp that you can funnel MLBPA money through into that, and then ultimately hoping people aren't aware that it's actually just going to you. I watch a lot of American Greed, so I'm down with these schemes, Hick.
You're down with
You ever
them,
see that show, on CNBC?
Yeah.
American Greed?
Using licensing money or equity to enrich themselves.
Okay.
Feds investigate for-profit venture that sent MLBPA millions. Federal law officers are investigating a youth baseball company owned by the PA that spent at least $3.9 million while holding few sparsely attended live events for kids. The Florida-based business Players Way has generated barely six figures in revenue since being founded in 2019, while the union said it has put $3.9 million into the company. Where did the money go?
See, there you
It
go.
largely paid the six-figure annual salaries of its execs and its consultants, a handful of former players, some of whom were simultaneously working with full-time jobs outside the union.
Yeah, this is the old Kawhi. He's a security guard at the mall. There's $1 billion.
The complaint accused Tony Clark of self-dealing, misuse of resources, and abuse of power at the union. He's dismissed the whistleblower allegations as baseless.
Yeah, baseless doesn't lead to stepping down, especially now. If there was
union
nothing
officials
here,
declined to say how Players Way spent millions of dollars. The union told ESPN it has three budgets, one for operations, another for MLB Players, Inc., and a third for discretionary budget for Clark to spend as he sees fit.
Eesh.
It's
a lot of latitude.
Very shady. Let's get the boys from Suits on this one and see what happens. We got a lot of money that's been not accounted for. Players Way lists its company headquarters in Summerport Village Parkway in Windermere, Florida. It's in a strip mall flanked by a liquor store and a chain hair salon, but the suite is not a suite at all. It's a mailbox at a UPS store. Oof. Danny Murphy, where are you? We got to take a break and make the turn for home next.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
Valentine's Day is sweet, but let's be honest, your septic tank wants attention too. Because when it gets ignored, it doesn't sulk, it causes problems, big ones. That's why Duck Duck Rooter, the only master septic contractor in Northeast Florida, is rolling out the Show Your Septic Some Love promotion. Right now, get $50 off septic tank pumping when you book by February 28th. Give your septic a little love now so it doesn't make a big scene later. When you start, call the Duck, 904-862-6769, duckduckrooter.com.
Hey, gang, Prosser here. When it comes time to sell your home, I'll tell you, you got one option. It's Chad and Sandy. Or another option, just fruitless frustration. Now with Chad and Sandy, see, they get to the solution real quick. Let's get to the punchline. Your home sold guaranteed or they will buy it. That's why you got to go to ChadAndSandy.com or call them today at 414-6200. Government's making moves intended to push mortgage rates lower. The last time rates dropped, we saw a selling and buying frenzy. Now's the time to prepare. You call Chad and Sandy, the proven experts to sell your home. Need max price, need to sell now, fast, easy, stress-free. Chad and Sandy got this science-based Market Max system. It's proven, it's repeatable, and they guarantee they'll sell your home. Using the proprietary Market Max, Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. No required repairs. Pick your move date. No long-term contracts. We trust them. You can too. ChadAndSandy.com. ChadAndSandy.com.
The Players' Championship returns to TPC Sawgrass March 10th through 15th. Experience golf's most iconic stage with enhanced food and beverage offerings, interactive fan attractions, and an atmosphere built for every type of fan. See the best players in the world, including world #1 Scotty Scheffler, 2025 champion Rory McIlroy, and fan favorite Brooks Koepka take on the legendary Stadium Course and the famous Island Green. Tickets available at theplayers.com.
The road to March runs through Jacksonville. The 2026 Atlantic Sun Conference men's and women's basketball tournament is coming to VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena. Catch all 24 Division I basketball programs in action March 3rd through 9th. Reserve your seat today at asunsports.org/tickets. Jacksonville is the destination for ASUN basketball. Get your tickets to the 2026 Atlantic Sun Conference men's and women's basketball tournament today. asunsports.org/tickets.
Hacker here. We're rolling towards March, and for most people, that just means better weather and more golf. For me, 2 years ago, this time of year was a life changer. Honestly, it felt like a lifesaver. That's when I started Awaken 180, and in 1 month, I was down 35 pounds. 2 months, 50 pounds. And no, it wasn't magic. It wasn't some miracle shot. I tried the meds. I tried the cutting carbs. I tried convincing myself I was fine. None of it stuck. Awaken 180 wasn't a trick. It was a solution, a real plan, a coach who didn't let me drift, and the weight just melted off. That's the only way I can describe it. And here's the best part that matters. It stayed off. I'm not bracing for it to come back. I've kept my 122 pounds off for well over a year, and it stayed gone. Have 35 to lose? Cakewalk. 50? Simple. If March for you is just another month, fine. But it could be your turning point. It was mine. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Are you ready for another historic season at the bank? It's time to lock in your seats for 2026 by placing your deposit now. Next season will be played at Everbank Stadium, but seating capacity is limited due to in-bowl renovations, and spots are going fast. Don't miss out on your chance to see the season's biggest matchups and highlight real moments by placing your deposit at Jaguars.com/tickets or by calling 904-633-2000. Go Jags!
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, making the turn for home on a busy Tuesday. A lot of things happening here. We learned a lot about Norway today.
That's important.
So I think that's been big. They're leading the medal count.
In the summer, we'll teach you about L.A.
We got a bunch of
Summer
mock,
28.
Went through a bunch of mock drafts, and Jags drafted dudes we don't know, so that was exciting.
Daryl Jackson Jr. is one that keeps showing up, and to that end, I've had a couple FSU fans on the text line who are also Jaguars fans say, yeah, no, we'll take a pass.
Yeah. He was a disappointment.
Yeah. He was a high recruit, 5-star, maybe.
And listen, Caleb Banks is sort of a bigger, better version of Daryl Jackson Jr.
But he'll go higher.
That's why he's a bigger, better, but he's a disappointment because he was hurt all year.
Right. But if Caleb Banks goes, if
Caleb Banks could go in the first round.
Well, if he were there, my point was going to make, if he was there at 58, you could run. You would run it up there.
Well, sure you would. He won't be there at 58. So, but that's kind of what happens. This breaking, congratulations, Alabama's star receiver Ryan Williams is engaged.
Well, good for
to
him.
his 25-year-old girlfriend Alexis Hill.
25-year-old girlfriend? How old is Ryan Williams? About 19?
6-year age gap. Congrats to the happy couple.
These girls are rocking some world. Is what's happening here.
Alexis, of course, has one child with a different baby daddy.
Well, it sounds like a smart choice by Ryan. Yeah. What's that girl doing to him, E?
Rocking his world.
Yeah, what kind of witchcraft's going on there? This 19-year-old who's no wonder he got the drops last year.
Maybe she could talk him out of stop painting his fingernails.
Hey, man,
I can tell you one thing. She got a rock.
You ready?
Yeah.
Are we ready to hit just another Winter Olympic guest Grand Slam? We have become like the Winter Olympic headquarters, maybe of the Eastern Seaboard, and that would include some of the northern haunts, because we've already brought you OC, right?
OC.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I got this on the text line earlier today.
Okay.
Because we were talking about the bobsled, and he said, my neighbor here in St. John's is Vanetta Flowers.
Oh, yeah.
Vanetta Flowers is the first African-American in the world to win a gold medal in the Winter Olympics.
Get her in.
She won the 2-woman bobsled in 2002, and there's also her youngest son is one of the quarterbacks at Bowles. Does that name ring a bell, Flowers, yet? Anyway.
Let's get Vanetta.
So, E, they say, what number should she call? And that's where I said, I'll have E set it up with you. So right there on the text line. We'll get that down.
There's Vanetta. I'm looking at a picture of Vanetta.
I mean, this Winter Olympic insight that we're given, this is unprecedented, Hick. I don't know, where's this been?
Vanetta was a star sprinter and long jumper at UAB Birmingham.
That's usually where that bobsled came from.
Yeah, she turned to bobsledding and found success as a brake woman. She, along with driver Jill Bakken, I wonder if it's Jim Bakken's daughter.
Yeah, I don't know.
Won the
Same
gold medal.
spelling?
Yeah, Bakken.
Yeah.
Probably is.
Cardinals kicker.
Let's look and see if Jill.
Wasn't Jim Bakken a Cardinals kicker, right? On one of the old straight-on Cardinals kickers back in the 70s. I was having to tell Mrs. P yesterday, St. Louis Cardinals was a football at one point. St. Louis Cardinals. She basically just remembers the Rams.
There's Jill Bakken. Jill Bakken and Vanetta Flowers teaming up.
Oh,
Take care of business.
Winning.
Yeah,
Winning.
Flowers has
Winning
been living
time.
in Jacksonville with her husband Johnny and her 3 sons.
Yeah. There we go.
Get us out of here.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnik. Nimnik Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnik Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Tell that guy Trey that, when we put the word out, things happen. What's up, Tony?
What's going on, guys?
What you doing?
By the way, her son Jackson over at Bowles.
There we go. He knows Bowles.
He is the third quarterback over there this year. Didn't throw it around a lot when he came on the field. Obviously, third quarterback doesn't get to play all that. But boy, does he
And
love
they
to
had
run.
Xander.
And he is fast. right, like he is one
What'd
of
you
those
say?
guys.
But-
We'll see when he's going to get the opportunity. But
Okay.
But why throw when you got Xander Edwards back there?
That's
yeah,
fair.
Xander's the guy.
Yeah.
He's young, I know. What's he going to be this year?
I think a sophomore.
Just a sophomore this
I
year.
think. He may be a junior, but I think sophomore.
What are we? Is this like going to be like 5-star recruit or no? No,
I don't.
So, I mean,
nothing like that.
it doesn't always translate,
No.
right?
But
Like
the
these-
athleticism is there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I'm not surprised that his mom's an Olympian.
Yeah.
when I'm like, it makes some of it makes
What
sense.
was
Like,
her
oh,
sport?
okay.
I know
Tony-
his dad obviously was an NFL player. What was sport was?
Oh, Xander?
Yeah, his mom. You said he was an Olympic athlete?
No,
We're
no.
talking
I'm
about
talking about
Flowers. I
Jackson.
got
Yeah,
you.
I'm
I
talking
got
about
you. No, well, he mentioned Xander. I thought we were talking about him. That's why we said the last question I asked is going to be a 5-star recruit.
I can't
was
believe
talking about Xander. Who
like
did he
I-
ask about?
It's wild to me that I'm going to be doing Xander football for another couple of years. After what I just saw him do as a sophomore, it's
And now
crazy.
listen, when Vanetta's son, is it Johnny Flowers? Did you say Jackson? Jackson Flowers gets in, you'll go, by the way, his mom is a gold medalist who lives here in Jacksonville.
First
gold
ever-
medalist in the bobsled.
First black gold medalist in the Winter Olympics. Any
Let's go.
country, any sport, ever.
That's amazing.
I
Yeah.
shout out.
No, that's a trendsetter.
We got to get her in. All right, what do you got cooking?
We have it's Tuesday, so we'll be doing our top 5 today. Our question for the top 5: assume the Jags have 5 first-class seats on the team plane.
Okay.
Based on their play in 2025, which 5 players get the upgrade? Only name players that you believe will be on the roster in September.
5 first-class seats. So
5
only
first-class
5.
seats.
Okay, I like
based
that.
on what they got done last season.
All right. Yeah. We like kickers and punters in there.
Everyone's allowed.
Yeah, and we're gonna have offense, defense. We're gonna have a little fight here for 5. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a hard one.
All right. Well,
Devin Lloyd.
listen.
Devin Lloyd says, "You just, I'm gonna sit down, then y'all talk it out."
I say, if I make the top 100, I better be in the first class.
Yeah. I wonder how many will. We talked earlier. It's one good sign. We talked earlier that we're not gonna have any, and now we may have 3 or 4. We'll see.
We'll see.
All right, Jaguars.
Thank you, Tone.
Today
Thank
is
you.
coming up next. It's been a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Man, been with us for so long and been operating here in Jacksonville over 100 years. Downtown, 2nd and Main. Online, WilliamCatlin.com.
Let's swerve.
Swerve, swerve, swerve.